awesome. I just think you're awesome. You're the strongest person I've met.
Thanks.
And we're gonna do a really cool helmet for you.
I don't see how anybody can bully this kid. He's such a strong kid, and he has so much happiness and joy in him.
I told you I picked the right one.
I don't judge anybody off of appearance. I judge based off of character.
This week, we asked you to create a black and gray, good and evil tattoo. We were testing your gradation. You worked as a team, but you will be judged individually. Sarah and Clint, what was it like working on the same exact area?
I think everybody would agree that as far as a collaboration goes, this one by far is the most challenging. This guy wants us to look like one tattoo.
I've seen collaborations like this. I've seen 4 artists work on one big back piece, and it looks magnificent. But you guys didn't work well together at all. The end result just isn't too good.
Sarah.
The problems I have with this tattoo, we're looking for these gradations to give these tattoos dimension and life. His left forearm, the shading that's in that arm is not real shading of what a real muscle structure of a real arm would be.
Actually, that was intentional. I wanted him to look more like a statue. I did use a lot of mid-tones and lighter tones, but I did use spots of selective black and then blended it out.
The arm and the chest plate are the same tones. If he's gonna be statuesque, there's other ways to use black. You started to make the cape darker, just commit to it.
One of you impressed us, and the other 3, not so much. Sarah.
We've seen you do things on both sides of the fence in this competition. We've seen you do great designs with weak execution. We've seen you do terrible designs. This one is a little bit of both. There's some elements of really good design, but there's a lot of design flaws.
I fought really hard to be here. Every single day, I would push myself to do one step further than the day before.
This is not a bad tattoo because we're speaking comparatively here with everything that's been done today. It came out lacking.
I'm a really good artist, and I have passion, and I love what I do. And if you send me home for doing a tattoo today that I love to do, then fine. And I'll continue to fight, and I'll continue to push myself, to see things differently, to grow, to expand. And even if you don't see it here, you'll see it from me. Maybe tomorrow, maybe a month, or maybe a year from now, but you'll see it. I'm not done. Don't count me out.
Wow. This week, we're testing you on all the essential skills required to be an ink master. Line, color, texture, dimension, and everything in between. Tattoo baby. How'd you feel about this?
Well, when I first found out that I got the guy with the dragon, I knew that if I do this wrong, I'm gonna get my ass chewed and it could take me home.
This was a big dice roll because to me, you did it in the spirit of competition. Like, I'm gonna show these guys that I can do this thing, and I admire that. However, today is a tough day to gamble. You're missing a lot of key elements. You have so much dragon and no arms, no legs. You got these crazy hand-like claws. They don't do it. You crammed as much as you could into an incorrect anatomical figure.
I think I stand pretty strong because I've shown some kick-ass tattoos.
What did you tell this guy to mislead him into thinking, pick me, I'll do a good dragon?
I mean, I thought that if I found a good reference, I could pull it off.
No. If you sold them on the fact that I can do a dragon, then you did the wrong thing.
We've gone back and forth and back and forth. This has been a really difficult decision right here. The judges have decided. Tattoo baby. You do not have what it takes to be ink master.
I just want to say one thing, and even though I'm leaving here a stronger artist because of you guys. So thank you for your judgment.
Listen, this is torture. You have the artistic flair to do the things that you want to do, but where you've excelled in this competition has been places where the technical side of the tattooing has been a little less important.
You keep fighting, you bump up those fundamental skills, you'll be unstoppable.
Please pack your machines and close shop.
I definitely did not think that I was going home. I literally, I went in there and I went for the goal. I feel like I fought so strong, and I was not the last one standing. Huh. I just love what I do so much that I felt like I owed it to my art strongly, and I feel like I disappointed it.
so glad you're here because you're one of the first male tattooers that respected what I do.
You know, I've always respected you. You don't have to cry. It's okay. It's all right. It's tough, you know?
I just had so many people coming at me, so I'm just really tired.
You're gonna be okay. But let's not lose sight of what we left. You know, I left my wife and my son in Germany, and I had to stay focused always. This is just what I had to do. And you have to do the same. Despite any obstacles, we're here, and we're gonna make this happen.
All right, guys, should we move on to Elva?
The Medusa is a killer, always.
I love what I did. I got to add some of my flair. It's not my best tattoo, but I stand behind it. I also want to say for my personal mental health, I am excusing myself from the competition.
You don't want to stick it out and be a fighter.
I believe in what I do, what I am, who I am as a woman, as a fighter. I'm not saying I'm not weak. I'm just saying this is not for me. And there's ladies that are gonna fight the fight for me, and they're gonna kill it and bring it to the end.
You said something that's really hit home for me, which is self-care. And if this environment is detrimental to you, I totally back you. You showed up for this thing. It takes a lot of balls, a lot of nerve. You came out here and did something that most men won't do. Rad.
Thank you, guys.
I don't personally think that she has the worst tattoo. I was proud of what you did.
I appreciate your honesty, and we support everything you do moving forward.
Nothing but respect.
Well, you can pack your machines and close shop.
Thank you, guys. I definitely feel good that I made this choice. My team was coming at me from the inside, and then I also had the men's team coming at me. I just kind of was fighting this fight that was just unfightable. Definitely the women out there treat each other better, because then other people will treat you better.
All right, choices, choices, choices.
Everyone was doing red, so I just wanted to set myself apart.
Again, traditional. So we're going back to the beginning, which was black, but there wasn't a big old bottle of white laying around for them to create that gray. Hold on.
I don't know why I'm freaking
Just breathe.
Sorry.
It's okay. You got this, girl. The take on the straightforward Hanya is a good take. This has a silhouette that stands strong, but that gray, it doesn't go in smooth. That part is a killer for you.
I think coming into this, it was like, holy crap, like I made it. And it's like, I used to watch this with my parents and like, oh, it just sucks. Like, I don't feel like I'm doing good. I don't know how to fix it because I'm trying my best.
What you're feeling right now, I've been feeling it since the day I walked in here.
I just want to make them proud, you know?
You are making your parents proud, I assure you.
I feel like everybody like underestimates me and doesn't think that I have it, and like it makes me think that I don't, and then
You beat Tito's tattoo today because it was better. You have done good tattoos here.
I just feel like I'm letting people down, and I just don't know.
We need to make ourselves proud of ourselves.
Yeah.
We'll start over from the beginning, and we're gonna make awesome tattoos. That's what we're here to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm ready.
Day one starts tomorrow.
Artists, your canvases have been randomly assigned. You have 6 hours to tattoo any subject, any style. This is your last chance to earn a shop, and your time starts now.
All right.
Are you open?
How much of it is up to me? Ribs or something like that?
No, ribs is horrible for this.
This is gonna be an eyeball?
Yeah.
In the head?
And
I don't know.
my canvas won't let me do anything. A skull, maybe?
I can't do a skull, there's no way.
What's going on, guys? You need to get tattooing.
I know.
I'm nervous to get a skull.
He doesn't like any of the ideas I
I don't want to do a skull. I don't know how I'm gonna explain that to my son.
If you're not willing to give her this open canvas,
I'm too nervous to do what she wants to do.
This mother douchebag is not going to destroy my chance at this.
I guess you should call somebody else in there.
I don't have a canvas. I don't have a tattoo. He was stressing me out.
Come here. Come on.
Do y'all everything.
hey, look who it is.
Oh, you're beautiful. Hi.
Hi.
I want to do a really hot girl with an eye in the middle, dripping color.
That sounds dope.
Dope as
You have 5 hours remaining.
It's finna go down, bitches. Watch your backs.
3, 2, 1. That's it. Time is up. Machine's down.
We're good.
I think this is badass.
I did think outside the box, but I didn't get to completely tighten it up. I am so worried.
Elishaba.
Well, Alicia, I think you have a lot to offer. You have creative ideas, you have a style, but your technical application is short.
I wanted to do more. I was really out of time.
The color's not solid. It doesn't look strong. You wanted to show textures, solid colors, strong outlines, and you missed the mark on every bit of it.
All right, that's it. The teams are full, and there are no more shops. And that means Elishaba, Raphael, Danielle, and Princess Hilla, the judges have decided you do not have what it takes to compete for the title of Ink Master.
To make a spot on a team today, it's about having those few fundamentals solid and tight.
The judges are crazy. Everybody wanted me here.
Today, you had to tattoo the back of your canvas's neck. Men's team, let's start with you. Jason. I love this design, but the perspective you chose to show, it creates some questions.
You have it leaning forward, but then you have the roses in front of it, making an impossible trick. And then the line work in the top of the coffin where it's on the back of the neck is not as nice.
Once my canvas stretched his head over, it was just an uphill battle from there.
Back of the neck is a hard spot to tattoo.
I feel like my critique today was just, and I think that's the hard part, accepting that realization that I'm kind of at the bottom end now, where for a long time I was at the top. Growing up, I felt like I was always an underdog, like all the time. I was always the weird kid who just sat by himself and drew all the time. I never played sports, I never got into anything else. And I'm here now to show that you don't have to conform, you don't have to give in to the bullies and everybody that picks on you all the time, and that you can just be true to yourself. You can make yourself into something and still be a freak, you know, as they called me all the time growing up. So today I just feel like I let down my mission on being here.
You didn't.
We're on like mile 25, like a marathon. You know, you can see it in everyone. It's like we all just want to get there. We're so close, and it sucks that 3 of us won't get to finish that race.
Medically certified safety helmets are life-saving devices used by people who suffer from medical challenges to reduce the risk of traumatic brain injury. For this flash challenge, your canvases all have medical conditions that require them to wear protective headgear in their daily lives. Wow. And today, you will be painting one-of-a-kind designs on their helmets.
Oh, shit.
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
It is, man. You'll need a solid understanding of composition to turn a practical item into a personalized piece of art that looks incredible from all angles.
360.
Let's bring out your canvases. Guys, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Please tell us a little bit about yourselves.
My name is Cassidy, and I have chronic Lyme disease. It has caused me to have intractable epilepsy, and I would fall to the ground out of nowhere, so it caused me to need a seizure helmet for protection.
So he has a lot of purpose.
This is Brennan. He's 2 years old. He was diagnosed with craniostenosis. He's had 3 surgeries so far to reconstruct his skull. That's what his helmet has protected his skull for.
This is River. She's 4 years old. She is missing a large portion of the right side of her skull, so she wears a helmet to protect her brain.
Hi, I'm Jeannie, and I have autoimmune autonomic ganglionopathy, which is a rare disease and causes me to pass out without warning. And I've had several hits to the head, so I've got to protect my head.
Hi, I'm Nathan. I'm 16 years old. I wear my helmet because I have seizures a lot and I fall and I get hurt.
I want to thank you all so much for being here.
I know that the artists here are really excited to get to do something. I'm inspired by you, and I'm stoked to see what they come up with.
Nathan has had over 40 surgeries throughout his 16 years. This year has been by far the roughest year for him. He experienced some bullying the very first day he got his helmet. He came running in the house and he was hysterical, and I'm like, what's wrong? And he broke down, and they were messing with him about his helmet and throwing stuff at him. Nobody deserves to get bullied for any reason.
I felt emotional when that happens. I'm sorry.
I asked the parents to teach their children about other children that's different.
You don't deserve that. Sorry. I just think you're awesome. You're the strongest person I've ever met.
Thanks.
And we're gonna do a really cool helmet for you. I don't see how anybody can bully this kid. He's such a strong kid, and he has so much happiness and joy in him.
I told you I picked the right one.
I don't judge anybody off of appearance. I judge based off of character. Hearing that he's been judged on everything but his character is bullshit. And it's something that I continually teach my children. You do not judge anybody based on anything other than who they are. I want to give him something that, even though he has to wear this helmet, he can be proud to wear it.
3, 2, 1. That is it, guys. No more painting.
All right, ready?
Nathan, look at it. Oh my goodness. Because you are a warrior.
I am.
Yeah.
And there's like a little hoop
Look at that.
top. The basketball.
Yeah, on the side, yeah. Because I play basketball a lot.
Do you like it, Nathan?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like it. It's dope.
Hi, Nathan. How do you like it?
I like it so much.
You got some really cool stuff going on here, man. Your warrior badge, it looks like it's like taped on, and the helmet looks like a suit of armor. You're ready for battle. You're ready to go up anything. Nothing can stop you. Gerald, I think you do a great job with this.
Nathan's been through a lot with bullying and things like that, and so I wanted to let everybody know he's a warrior.
Nathan, let me just tell you something. From my experience, the kids that bully you are the weak ones. Yeah. And the ones that stand up and walk through this world brave like you do, you are the warrior.
Thank you.
I'm super proud of you. Bye, guys. It's a tough kid. You guys really rose to the occasion today. There are no losers today.
Make sure that when you get into the face, you're getting some nice soft fades.
I think I'm so fixated on the actual pieces that make this face up, I'm losing the idea of the face. I'm just like turning into a ball of stress.
What is it?
It's a woman's face made of flowers.
Being here is so important to me because I lost one of my sisters a couple years ago, and I inherited her child. She's in her 3rd year of college. Like, I pay for her college. I'm going to win because I feel like it's gonna give me a better chance to provide with my family.
Today, you had to push the limits and tattoo objects composed out of anything but what they're actually made of. Oba.
This one, for me, it's just dark. The nose and the way the eyes are, she's very scary looking.
I'm just struggling with it in terms of it being compositionally a beautiful woman. To me, it reads like someone who got their skin ripped off.
I'm having a hard time being here. It's just hard, man.
It is hard.
It's hard because I'm not your typical tattoo guy. Going from being younger and being gay and being picked on for it, it took me a while to not just be mad all the time.
Here, I know you've been fighting your whole life. Stay here and fight. You have an opportunity to inspire a lot of people that there is a place in this industry for them too. In an industry that never would have let you in 20 years ago. Think about that, man.
I try to be a good example for my kid too. I never want her to think that she can give up on something.
Then don't.
You will have 6 hours to complete your portrait tattoo. Based on your work, one of you will close shop. Good luck.
To do a portrait, your accuracy has to be 100% on point. One little difference in any part of a face, and your portrait looks completely off. There's no way around it.
There are a lot of moles back here.
I know. My question is, if it's not the back, what do you suggest?
You got things on your legs at all?
No.
I would probably suggest legs, I guess. My canvas wants a tattoo on her back, but it is moly back there. I need a tattoo her somewhere else.
Who won the Flash Towns, Jimmy?
Yes.
I guess he screwed you, huh?
If she's gonna stick to her guns, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll end up with the portrait of her mother on my leg.
Yeah, this is good, right, Ma?
Yeah.
See it?
Yeah.
We decide we're gonna tattoo her on her calf. She's not a big girl, and it's a lot of detail in this small spot. Every wrinkle, every strand of hair, every eyelash is going into this tattoo.
Can't believe the work that goes into this.
I have to at least try to take this home for my family. I can't keep being the bottom of the barrel.
You make sure you tell him if he's doing something wrong.
Kyle's looks like a ball of raisins kind of like smashed together. Is that horrible for me to say? He should be trying to soften her face and just show the main shapes of her face rather than every single wrinkle.
15 minutes.
Oh, Kyle, I love it. Oh, I love you. I love you too. Oh, it's perfect.
There's no better test of adaptability than a cover-up.
Knew it. Called it. Cover-ups are tricky because trying to place the design over top of an existing design, you need to be able to manipulate that picture and put things in the right place so you cannot tell that's a cover-up.
Tattoos are forever, and only about 15% of the people who get them regret their decision.
Yeah.
However, the #1 reason for regretting a tattoo is a failed relationship. Your canvases today made that mistake, and they're counting on you to help them fix it. Based on your work, 2 of you will be closing shop. Good luck.
Adaptability is important in a cover-up tattoo because you take what's existing, create something around it, and you have to become a magician and make it disappear.
My canvas wants an engine.
It's called the intake. See how it comes out of either side of the head?
Yep. When you go in for a cover-up, the best idea to have is no idea.
I've been building motorcycles since I was 3.
We're having to cover up your mistake. So coming with this very specific idea that might not work is just a bad idea. Do I know a lot about engines? No, but I know about tattoos. I feel like this canvas is really gonna f me over.
I have no clue what a V-twin engine looks like. I'm not too experienced in new school.
She wants a new school V-twin?
Yeah.
She doesn't want this big circle part.
It's just an air cleaner.
Well, isn't this attached to that hole behind there? Or no? Because that's what she wants.
No.
I'm pretty stressed right now. They're gonna cut another 2 artists. I could really be in trouble.
You need a carburetor on it.
What is that?
That's a carburetor. Brings fuel into your heads. Even if I help Melissa, she's gonna fumble this one. Melissa's definitely not a threat to me because my tattoos are better.
Okay, so if I just leave it open like this, I
That
can
might
do
be
that?
better, yeah.
My canvas is cranky. She can't sit where
Is there any way to not rub it so hard?
I'll try to just do it very minimally, okay? She cannot take the pain. She's kind of a puss. I'm worried that my canvas is gonna tap out and I'm not even gonna get to finish this stupid tattoo.
I don't know how much more this I can take.
Okay, it's finished.
This week, we're testing texture.
Texture is an effect that makes the tattoo come to life. Bumpy, smooth, hairy. Without the texture, it just looks plain and cartoony.
For this elimination tattoo, you must transform your canvas into an animal.
What?
Oh my gosh. How the does that even mean?
All of the canvases want their skin made into animal skin.
How does that work?
Is that a joke?
I don't think it is a joke.
You want to turn yourself into an animal? How do you even do that?
Holy
Today, you must tattoo in teams of 4.
What?
4?
What do you mean teams of 4?
All 4 of you must tattoo the same canvas
What the?
at the same time.
Holy tug of war.
God.
To get tattooed by one person for 6 hours already sucks. To get tattooed by 4 people in 4 different places, we're gonna murder them today. It's insane.
Every artist on your team must create consistent texture, or the tattoos won't match and the illusion will be destroyed.
We're magicians. We're not tattooers.
People ask you, what's the weirdest thing you've ever done? Well, on Ink Master, 4 of us tattooed one person at the same time and turned him into an animal. That's weird.
The teams are set. It's up to you as a team to decide which artist tattoos which body part. But once the tattoo begins, you can't switch the area you're tattooing. Damn. And this week, there will be no human canvas jury. You'll have 6 hours to transform your canvas into an animal. Good luck.
How are you?
I'm Matt.
Nice to meet you.
Today, the most difficult part about this challenge is consistency.
Our goal is that you leave here with something that looks awesome.
It's important that all of these outlines and stencils match up and play well together so that this canvas transforms into one particular pattern throughout.
The challenge is to transform her. If these two touched, 2 pieces together and 2 pieces together would be better than not.
I'm excited about Chris being on the team because he's a Marine and I'm a soldier.
We'll work together and let's get a stencil that works for everybody.
Yeah.
So that we can all do the same designs.
I don't have my master here with me, so why not let a strong person take the lead?
We'll coordinate how we're gonna do it. We'll put out the same bottles of ink for everybody.
Exactly.
I'll show you guys how to do the background tones. We'll start with the brown spots and then I'll work our way through.
I feel good about that.
Everybody feel good about that?
Yeah.
For me in this competition, it's go big or go home. I'm swinging for the fences and hitting a home run every time. So our idea is to cover as much canvas skin as possible so that it looks like her body's transforming into the cheetah.
See the way I'm keeping that same lineup? I'm just trying to be as randomly natural as possible.
The idea is just to kind of follow my lead, watch how I do each part of the texture, and they're just gonna duplicate what I do.
Look, I'm at the top end more than the bottom end.
Yeah, exactly, I can see that.
Perfect. I think we're all doing about the exact same pattern. That's great. Dave?
Yeah, oh, sorry.
When you do that, say moving.
It's nerve-wracking working with 3 other people at once. I mean, it's a tight little space.
Your elbow is actually gonna be where my elbow is. Start voting you worst team player, Dave.
Sorry if I keep tensing up a little bit.
We're barely even started, and she is starting to complain.
Help. Holy.
Hang in there, give me like 5 minutes, and I'm gonna move to a different spot.
Relax.
No, I can't do that spot.
3 more
You
minutes.
have to. Mentally, you gotta get there.
She's starting to get fidgety.
Relax, relax.
Very tense. You gotta just relax.
You will make it.
It's not a good sign.
Hello? I know it hurts. Listen, just try and relax. Right?
We are so doomed. We still got a lot of work to do.
Look up.
If she taps out, she could be the ticket home for anybody on this team.
No rush to go anywhere. Look at me, look up. You're okay, all right? For her safety, for the safety of everybody here, she can't continue.
You tapped her.
We all saw that coming.
We were so close. It's the last bit of detail that makes the texture. We are royally screwed.
I'm really busy.
I believe it. Drama.
I'm definitely feeling for Chris right now. He's my teammate. He's who I want to go to the end of this competition with.
At this point, plan on going down and discussing our case.
Watch the snakehead be the only one that can sit for the tattoo.
Oh my God.
Team Cheetah didn't finish her tattoo. Chris walked them into a battle that does not seem like there was any possible way for them to complete this tattoo.
Good job getting her through 4 hours.
Chris needs to take some sensitivity training for putting that girl through all that torture.
You must have a solid strategy and trust in your team. Because today, you must tag team tattoo. As a team, you will create 1 tattoo for 1 human canvas. 2 artists from your team must tattoo the same canvas at the same time.
Yeah.
Switching artists every hour.
Means we all gotta get on it.
Yeah.
Tag team tattoos can be challenging. You've got people wiping at different times. You've got people pulling lines at different times. You're in each other's space. But now at least the Hiram can stop tattooing after an hour.
Oh, it's harder than you think.
You can tattoo any style or subject.
Yes.
But once again, the tattoo must prove your creativity.
Gotta kill it.
We can do that.
2 people tattooing a canvas at the same time, especially that don't know each other's rhythms, can be bad.
It's pretty big, guys. Nah, it's not that big.
You become very alert and hesitant to pull because you think somebody's gonna mess with your canvas, and you're in your head, so it becomes a quick shit show.
You gonna let Patrick pull all his clean lines?
You know, what I'm gonna do is let my team win this challenge.
Doing good?
Yeah, it's just like my natural reaction.
Yeah.
My leg's like shaking, so it sucks.
Try and take some deep breaths, all right? I can feel you twitching just a little bit, so.
That's really a good idea, guys. Like, look at you.
Thinking outside the box.
using another person, just like gripping your thigh and pulling it apart as far as it'll go, it's painful.
Watch her face when he makes these lines. Next line that he does.
Oh my God.
It's like a bad dream. You'll be waking up soon. This canvas can't make it through the tattoo, man. We turning in an unfinished tattoo, and that's definitely not what we want to do. So we gotta put Jordy on therapist duty.
Take deep breaths.
Oh.
You're at 98%. 98%.
Keep it up, Jordy. I don't give a damn what you talk about. Just keep her talking.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
How's their canvas doing?
Horrible.
Yeah.
I can tell within 10 minutes in the tattoo. They're gripping somebody like that hard to hold them down while you tattoo them is not a strategy.
For this flash challenge, we have a special group of canvases for you. Each of today's canvases has suffered a severe injury. Wow. You will have to transform their gnarly scars into phenomenal tattoos.
The hardest part about working with scars is that you're not tattooing regular skin that is smooth. You could break the skin, traumatize it more. It's tough.
Scars are often extremely sensitive. Because they have excess collagen, they don't hold ink as well as undamaged skin. So it's even more challenging to smoothly transition from dark to light values. Let's meet your canvases. This is Janet. Her scars are from 2nd and 3rd degree burns on her chest. Sharif was impaled when a bed collapsed on him. Hodney had a dog bite on his calf. Suzanne's scars are from getting tumors removed from her back. Dave, he was stabbed in the back in a bar. This is Jimmy. His scars from surgery on his esophagus. Heather was in a motorcycle accident. Darcy had a mole removed from her shoulder. Next is Bill. His scar is from life-saving surgery he had after an accident.
I do not want the guy with the scar running all the way up his stomach.
Sharon had a procedure on her hip, and Joe had a knee surgery for a baseball injury.
Jason, what'd you do?
Serpent, there's a lot of pressure with this particular flash challenge because I need to come up to the top of the ranks here.
I thought you were gonna do the big giant jellyfish.
I got a jellyfish for you there, Jimmy.
It looks like you ate a whole pound of them.
Keep talking, see what happens. I need to win. And the one canvas I don't want, I got.
2 hours. 2 hours remaining.
It's about as important as it could get at this point for me to win this challenge, or at least show that I can do tattoos well.
Scar be gone. Tattooing a kneecap's one of the most difficult areas to work with because it's a very bumpy, sensitive, yet rough-skinned area. I just gotta go in and rock this with confidence.
Final hour, everybody. 1 hour remaining.
How you doing, brother? You all right?
That's big. That's good there.
My biggest competition in this flash challenge is definitely Craig. He incorporated his scar into the actual tattoo.
I have what it takes to be an ink master because I am versatile. I've definitely not settled on just being a great new school tattoo artist.
So, Jackie.
You really get that rich, dark value, a lot of good use of dark light shading, and the way you use the texture of his skin to represent where the sand is, very clever.
Yes.
I think you did a good job with the shading where you show the values and you did the ghost shading inside the flames, which really improves on this. And as this heals, it'll soften up and it'll look a lot better.
Nice. Chris?
In this design, you didn't give yourself a big area to actually exhibit a real big example of value, but in the brown, it is really dark and it does have a smooth transition to light, and that's good.
Thank you, Sam.
Oh, yay, finally. I get some positive response from these dudes. Hopefully it's the start of a new beginning.
Tattoo baby.
As far as value goes, you have a very good range of dark black underneath the crest of the wing fading out into the feathers. A lot of good different color values throughout this tattoo, from the beak to the head to the neck to the tufts around the shoulders.
Jason.
The value that you got in this, the dark to lights, you have some nice areas where it's gonna soften up nicely. The soft water in the bottom, that'll blend in nicely into that scar tissue in the center.
Thank you so much.
Jimmy.
I really like the placement. I like the way the jaw rides that scar. Overall, the value that you got out of that nose, the way that your fades go from what your darkest tone is to nothing, is what we look for when we look at black and gray.
Cool.
Craig, how did you guys come up with this concept?
I thought that if I could somehow incorporate the dog biting me, it kind of saved me a lot of explaining to do.
I would never know there's any scar tissue there because what Craig did was enhance it.
The dog is where you displayed your talents in this challenge, using your light grays and dark grays and blacks to really give this the value and the richness that what we're looking for. Did a great job.
Thank you.
Craig is definitely proving to be a big threat in this competition.
Joey?
I think the value really came through in this. The nose works with the scarring itself, so it takes the eye just off the scar.
What's up, Kyle?
As far as use of value goes, you really got some smooth transitions of color.
I like the way you use the hot and cold to really offset the color palette. It looks good.
Made rich.
The wings are a little bit darker. I know they are gonna lighten some because you have some gray in there.
I think you could have showed a little more transition there.
Joshua, why did you select this canvas?
She had a pretty simple scar, and I needed a day where I could feel relaxed and stress-free.
You had the easy ride, but you made the most out of it.
Amazing value representation in there with how rich this thing is in the dark parts and how soft this thing is in the light parts. Perfect.
The judges have decided. The winner of today's Flash Challenge is... Tattoo Baby.
I feel like I needed this. I am so excited.
Some of the most meaningful tattoos celebrate a personal victory. One of the greatest triumphs is surviving cancer. Your canvases today have all survived one of the deadliest forms, breast cancer. Many of them beat cancer by having a mastectomy to remove the breast. Some women choose to reconstruct their breasts, but the scars remain. And these scars are in a very sensitive area. So it's even more challenging to pull off a flawless tattoo, but that's exactly what you must do for these canvases.
As a cancer survivor, I know what it's like to stare death in the face. This tattoo represents life, and it represents the good things that come out of fighting.
This is really a big part of doing what we do, is working with our canvases. It's not about you, it's about them. We care that you give them what they want.
Let's meet your canvases.
Today we have to do the most important tattoo that we've ever had to do. It's one of the only tattoos you can give somebody that actually helps change their life.
All right. These canvases are looking for great work out of these final 4 artists, and that's what we're hoping for as well. This is a way to not only commemorate what they've been through, but to beautify it. These guys need to really step up and give them everything they can.
My idea was a dandelion on the side, blowing across, transforming into butterflies.
I hope that getting this tattoo is really going to make me feel like I have my life back. Cancer doesn't own me.
I'm just nervous.
I know, I was very scared. You just put your faith in me. I'm gonna give you a beautiful tattoo. It's gonna be a breeze.
Like, say we're working right in here. Your scar, you won't even see it.
Okay, sounds great.
I wanted to get the cross on the one side because my mom died from breast cancer, and then flowers on the other side.
I want a flowering vine across the whole chest.
Are you trying to go where the nipples would tend to be, or okay?
I feel like a war went on in my chest. This is like a battlefield, and I would rather have something beautiful.
Just stand straight shoulders and everything. Lori's scars, they're not symmetrical. This one, you're really, really round. You're a little bit concave on this one. So I have to take a different plan of action. What I'm gonna try to do is just make sure that whatever we place over here lays evenly. There is not gonna be a symmetry between the two pieces. It's a risk. I could be in trouble. Still okay?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be sitting for 6 hours. No, I did chemo. I can do this.
I've got a lot of work in a short amount of time to do it. I have absolutely no wiggle room in this. It's nice that there's survivors like you that can go out there and go like, look, it's not the end of the world. To have that positive spin, I think, is really, really cool.
All right, so go ahead and take a look.
I don't know, do you think that's good?
I do. I mean, let me take a better look at it. This is not going well. I am running out of time.
4 hours left, everybody.
The biggest challenge is going to be to make sure that she gets exactly what she wants and that she feels beautiful. Last challenge, I was in the bottom and I just squeaked by. I have no choice but to do a perfect tattoo so I can make it to the final 3. I can't believe how well you're sitting. Thank you again.
I
I definitely like this.
Okay, you like the flow, but just too many.
But I don't know how to make it more sparse.
I just need to do a tattoo today. I think it's really good. I think we can commit to that as long as you feel it.
Yeah, I'm good.
I have to win this. I'm gonna make sure that all the skills the judges are looking for today, they can see within this tattoo. No one is taking that spot in the live finale from me.
2 hours remain. 2 more hours.
All the scars and no nipple. You just don't feel feminine. So I think the tattoo is gonna bring back that feminine feeling for me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time's up. Machine's down. No more ink.
I've been more nitpicky with this than any flower I've ever done in my life.
Pretty? Yeah.
You okay?
I love the highlights.
It definitely could be any artist going home, but I believe that I earned my spot in the finale today.
It is perfect. Oh my God.
The tougher the situation, the more finesse you need to create a masterpiece. For your flash challenge today, you must tattoo amputees. When there's an amputation, the residual limb that's left behind can be badly traumatized, leaving it uniquely shaped and scarred. Today, you'll have 5 hours to create a phenomenal tattoo on the residual limb.
It's hard to tattoo a residual limb because there's a lot of scar tissue. You have to be extremely careful and show a lot of finesse to tattoo it.
You must use finesse to work with a canvas who has suffered a devastating loss and transform it into a triumph. Let's meet your canvases.
Tattooing amputees, there's a lot of pressure because we have to make them love that part of the body that they're missing.
Canvases, please tell us the tattoo that you would like to get.
I want to get biomechanics on my stump.
I'm also looking to get something biomechanical on the end of my stump.
I really hope I don't get either of the biomechanical tattoos. That many lines on the residual limb is going to be really tough.
I want to have fire that turns into a beautiful, sexy woman firefighter.
I want to get my residual limb going down inside the mouth of a great white shark.
That's awesome. That's what I want.
I'd like to get a Wild West theme.
A new blooming flower.
A watercolor phoenix.
I want to get a window looking into my leg instead of muscle. There's purple dragon scales with a break in the glass and a flower growing out of it.
He just wants the whole kitchen sink in one tattoo. It's almost impossible.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'll go over here to my station and check out some stuff.
Tattooing amputees, finesse is definitely required because you tattoo a lot of different skin textures all in one tattoo.
Where is it exactly that we would like to put this?
I'm thinking maybe like across here, like this.
I'm looking for all of the tattooers to take a dramatic instance for a client and turn it into a thing of beauty that they want to show off and be proud of.
The main concept idea for me is that my arm is going down inside the shark's mouth.
My canvas has unrealistic expectations.
So the nose of the shark is here, and then the mouth opens.
The size of it is a lot.
Right.
I want to give you a really nice tattoo also. If he doesn't budge on this design, it's going to be a really uphill battle for me.
I got hit by another biker, and I thought the Wild West theme would go along with that.
I've been through a nasty motorcycle accident myself. 3 years ago, I was hit by a teenage driver that was texting on her cell phone when she ran a red light and hit me on my motorcycle. I was messed up for a very long time. My pelvis was cracked in half. I was laying paralyzed in the middle of the street. I didn't know if I'd ever walk again.
I've never been afraid of anything except for paralysis.
The determination it took me from getting from a wheelchair back on my feet is what's going to help me in this competition. Nobody can hold me down. I'm going to win the title of Ink Master.
4 more hours, guys.
I'm tattooing the entire residual limb. And it's really tricky because there are some areas that are not tattooable. I feel like the ink might not hold that well because the scar tissue is getting damaged so quickly. And there's some areas that are too painful to tattoo. Still doing okay?
That side really hurts.
Bear with me. I have to really create something that helps her distract her eye so that when she looks at her residual limb, she sees a beautiful tattoo.
Man, I'm sorry. I can't control it. Twitching. Look at that.
Oh, it's moving.
My canvas's residual limb is bouncing off of the table.
Oh, man, so sorry. I don't want to screw you up.
We're not gonna slow down for nothing.
I'm gonna have to use finesse to get through this.
2 more hours.
I'm gonna use some of your scars as texture. Right now in the competition, we're getting down to the nitty gritty.
I wanna make it look awesome.
I'm telling you, I love it.
I wanna get that sculpting so I can start knocking people off one by one.
Those scales look pretty impressive. We're getting there.
My canvas has this crazy idea of a shield, broken glass, dragon scales, flowers coming out of it. And you know what? There ain't nothing that I can't draw. After being on the bottom, I really need to win this flash challenge to show everybody that I'm the top dog in this competition.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up, machine's down. No more tattooing.
Chris's placement looks really odd. He would have been better suited not doing anything than just slapping this little tiny shark on this giant canvas.
Josh, I really like how you took the end of the limb and turned that into textures that worked within the fire and the smoke.
It was really important to me that I actually did tattoo over the scar tissue.
Knowing how to work with it and change your machinery to adapt, that shows finesse.
Jason.
What I really like about this tattoo is the way it fits on the body and the flow of the tail that wraps around the knee. It took a lot of finesse, so I think you did a great job.
Mark.
I asked him to do a watercolored abstract flower, and I emphasized abstract because that was the craziness that was going on after my wreck.
What stands out strong about this tattoo is how bright and vivid the colors are. I think it's a great collage.
Aaron.
I think the overall placement to this really lends itself well to the body part. You were able to keep a flow because when his leg really bends, it connects and moves. Looks great.
Thanks, guys.
Eric.
The way that you left the old tattoo and worked the negative space in your current image to let that old tattoo kind of sit there, it flows together really nice. It's a super strong, bright, very detailed tattoo. Super cool.
Don.
Nice, soft black and gray. When that thing heals, it's gonna have some real nice, smooth areas. Overall, it looks good. It's readable. Good job.
Clean.
Man, capturing the detail in those flowers and leaves is really amazing.
It shows a lot of finesse because you have the really, really tight detail and then the very bold lines. Great design, Clean.
Chris, I have to ask, it's not what you initially wanted. Are you happy with how this came out?
It was a compromise.
It's got some really nice details. The lightning bolt in the eye and the really smooth, soft gray shading that you have in the underside of the nose leading into the jaw makes for really high contrast.
Chris made an executive decision not doing a shark eating the guy's arm. I don't have respect for people that don't step out of their comfort zone. It's an easy way out.
The judges have decided the winner of today's Flash Challenge is Eric.
The way that you broke the negative space skin into the top of the tattoo and then the way it flowed off at the bottom, very smooth tattooing.
You must be able to handle complex tattoos, difficult placement, and dealing with your canvas's needs with delicacy and ease. Today, you must each work with a guest artist and tattoo their design.
Oh God, tattooing other people's art can sometimes be a nightmare. Sometimes you're stuck doing a bad tattoo.
Let's meet your guest artists and your canvases. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome, and thank you so much for being here. Approximately 400,000 Americans have Down syndrome. Down syndrome is the most commonly occurring chromosomal condition that occurs when a person has an extra copy of chromosome 21. Individuals with Down syndrome experience cognitive delays, but the effect is usually mild to moderate and is not an indicator of the many strengths and talents each individual possesses. For some, art is one of those talents. Each of today's guest artists with Down syndrome has brought a loved one with them who wants their artwork tattooed on them forever. please tell us why you're here today.
This is my brother-in-law, Joe. I'm here to get a tattoo of the sign language symbol for I love you to show the positive impact Joe's had on my life.
This is my brother, Matt. I'm having him design a tattoo to mark the relationship that we have.
Yeah, a thunderstorm.
It's apparently a thunderstorm.
This is my daughter, Nicole. She's been my inspiration and driving force since the day she was born.
I'm so proud of my daughter, Marissa, and all that she's accomplished. And I can't wait to have the tattoo with her amazing artwork.
This is my brother, Patrick, and I'm here to get a meaningful tattoo. And I also want people to ask me about it because I want there to be a conversation about Down syndrome, and I think that this tattoo is the perfect way to do that.
This is my sister, Stephanie. She's an artist in Los Angeles. And I want to get a tattoo of her artwork on me to show that I really believe in her as an artist.
This is my son, Jay, and I'm here today for him. He said it was his wish come true.
Guys, you're the last 7 artists here, and we put these canvases in your hands because we respect your artwork and the ability to translate that to these guys. Do not let us down on that. This is it. This is family pride right here.
You can guide, make suggestions, and work with the guest artists, but you cannot draw their designs for them.
So I was thinking of a treasure chest. She's having a really hard time sketching out the treasure chest.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard for me to sketch it out.
I can kind of give you some ideas and show you kind of how I would draw something like that.
When life hits you, he can always make me smile. So to have incorporated some smiley face.
Between the two of you, this will be awesome.
Thank you, Rachel.
You're welcome.
Kinda girl.
You and I, we're gonna do it, right?
Okay,
great.
You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
I'm already into this kind of stuff, you know what I mean? It's cool.
We're good.
All right, you're good.
The meaning behind this is so deep. Blood is definitely thicker than water. The black tattoo ink in these is actually my brother's ashes. When he passed away, we took his ashes and I got tattooed with him. This way he will always be a part of me and go everywhere with me, you know? And I feel like that's powerful, like what's going on here today. Like, this is so cool.
Perfect.
I like it.
My favorite part of your elephant is his big smile. Patrick definitely came in with a plan.
He told me he was gonna design me a tattoo that will get me a good boyfriend.
Trying to get your sister a date.
Yes.
Being away from my baby is the hardest part of being here, but it is amazing to be a part of this challenge.
Yeah, kinda do it.
I'm gonna cry, yeah. He's convinced I'm gonna cry.
Doing a great job, Joe. Looks great.
If you can get 3D popped out, then I'll be impressed.
Okay. Go for it, Joe, man. Paint me something good.
50% sure that we might win.
We've won a lot already, so we have a good chance.
With your treasure chest, the top of it, just do a little half circle up here.
Now it looks like it's open. Yeah. Marissa, that's awesome.
That's totally, yeah, totally.
3 hours to go. 3 more hours.
This, carefully put it on it like that.
Peel it back.
Steady.
Yeah, look at that.
Very good. Steady.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm gonna help him. Can I?
You are not using the needle.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
This kid is so happy that I'm working with him. You can turn it on and off, though.
Yes.
That you could do.
He's a little too eager to inflict pain upon me. I don't know how I feel about that.
I look like a crazy person. I'm the guy who's got 666 tattooed on him in pentagrams, and he just looks right past that. And just to be around people that have just unconditional love for everybody is like worth everything. Let's check this out, Matt.
Don't freak out, Rage.
I won't freak out, Matt.
I like it.
I like it too. I think we did a good job.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is it. Time's up. Machines down. No more ink. We did good, huh?
Yeah.
Your artwork was awesome.
Just like something he would do.
Thank you for hanging out today. Can I give you a hug?
Oh my God. That is awesome.
I like it.
Good job.
Thank you.
Winners.
Yes.
All right, guys, time to critique your work. First artist up is Chris. Joe, how did Chris do in terms of translating your work onto the skin?
He was incredible. So for that, I hope he's a winner.
I like this tattoo because the use of color really looks like a watercolor field.
Amazing design. Love what you did.
Wow, we never hear that out of Chris
Funny, brother.
Nunez. Next artist up is Tyler.
What do you think? Does this look like your art?
Yes. It is.
And I really love the storm to the rainbow coming down. I think that the colors you used in here are really strong and really nice.
This is kind of cool.
Tattoos like this are so amazing because it's just as much about the meaning as it is about the art. I think it's priceless.
Next artist up is Eric.
How many different drawings did y'all work from?
I had her draw a couple for me. We kind of pieced them together to collaborate.
Looks like it came together well. It's a good composition.
Bougie, her guardian angel was our 11-year-old Akita that we just had to put down a couple of weeks ago.
You know what I like is that you took something sad in your life and you made something beautiful out of it.
I think you did a great job.
Thank you.
Next up is Duffy. How was it working with Duffy?
I like it.
Were you looking over her shoulder the whole time to make sure she didn't screw it up?
Yes.
All right, good. Well, I think it came out very strong. It's a very fun, playful tattoo. Obviously, the teamwork came out strong because everybody's happy, so good job.
Next artist up is Matt. So Marissa, how was it working with Matt?
Working with Matt is wonderful. I like his art a lot.
Did you coach her in any way?
I showed her a new way to draw the treasure chest so that it had a little bit more of the three-dimensional look to it.
Nice.
Other than that, she really took it from there.
Everything looks beautiful. The design's beautiful. What Matt taught you, you can start using that moving forward in your art direction. You did really great work.
Next up is Cruzman. Stephanie, I understand that you're an artist in your own right. You've had some shows.
She did a whole bunch of sketches of the most amazing Picasso-esque style artwork.
You show off a lot of natural skills that people try to emulate all the time.
It does have that Picasso-esque feel to it.
Cruzman, this has got to be a one for the books, right?
It's a emotional day, and I'm stoked to be here.
Craig and Jay. So Jay, when you picked your skull and you saw Craig was your artist, you seemed very happy about that.
My friend, my guy.
He's your guy?
Yeah.
Did you tell Craig you wanted bright colors? It's a really bright tattoo. I think it stands out. I love the little details in the faces and the fingers. I think it's very cool. Good job.
Bye.
Bye.
Awesome.
Every artist here did inspiring work.
This is the thing you go home and remember, because you can do a dragon back piece, you can do a big chest eagle. It's cool today, but you forgot about it next week because you're on to the next thing. This is something you remember, and you guys were all professionals and you did a great job.
All 7 of you showed incredible finesse. And for that reason, it's impossible to pick a winner. All 7 of you won, and all 7 of our guest artists won.
I think the judges made the right call. It's so hard to pick a winner when all these tattoos were so cool.
Right now, more than 16 million Americans suffer from diseases caused by cigarettes. In the last 50 years, more than 20 million Americans have died from smoking. Your canvases today have quit smoking, but they're still paying the price. They all have permanent scars as a result. Today, you must help your canvases by making their scars disappear.
Covering scars is really, really hard. Some scars do not hold any pigment at all, and sometimes it gets raised and puffed up and even more obvious than it was in the first place.
Today's an important day. These people already have a lot that they're dealing with, and these scars remind them of their health battles in the past. And now it's your chance to turn your drawing skills on and camouflage their scars.
If there's any of y'all that still smoke, today's the day to really reevaluate the rest of your life.
Bring out your canvases.
What are we doing for you? A themed castle tied into the dragon. Okay.
There is a huge scar going right up the center of this guy's chest. I do not want that.
Need a color realism galaxy being pulled into a black hole, which will be my Stella.
I hope I do not get the guy with the trach in his neck because that is super scary and I do not want to be responsible for that area up.
Tree of life, heavenly, black and gray with green leaves.
What do you say?
Tree of life.
The biomechanical theme on the end of my nub.
Okay.
From probably the kneecap up.
Okay.
This guy doesn't have just one little scar. The entire surface is one big scar.
This is scary.
We're gonna give these people the best tattoos that they can get, because it's a flash challenge, not an elimination challenge.
Okay.
We just told him that you're one of the top artists here, you'll do a killer job.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll leave you to it. Nikki won't even talk to us. Like, she's so angry, she's literally fuming.
Nikki's great with the dark, gothy, cathedral kind of. I thought she'd be happy.
All right, let's do it.
You was thinking like what, like a tree of life, you said? Last week, with my tree of life, I think I dropped the ball.
I would have never expected you to do this solid plaque in a tombstone shape. Like if this happened at home in my shop, I would my pants.
How am I gonna redeem myself with another tree of life over a scar? I'm gonna be honest, I wanna give you something more stronger, powerful, like a dragon. Just an idea.
Let's do it.
We're gonna do a Japanese dragon. I need to play it safe.
5 more hours. 5 more hours.
I've always wanted something like that on my body.
This is easily one of the most important tattoos I've done in my entire career.
It's really just kids get freaked out about it, you know what I mean? But if it's a picture, they won't get freaked out about it.
This guy is 21 years old, and he has a hole in his throat that children are afraid of.
Here we go.
This is my chance to make it just a little bit better.
Wow. Everybody's gonna be looking at your neck now.
We're looking at my neck already.
Yeah, in a good way though now.
Stay very, very still for me. I want you guys to be super straight, okay? Ooh, stay very still. Just tell me to stop and I'll stop. Just 2 seconds. Yeah.
Scars have major tissue damage, so it's not an easy thing to endure.
Just the pain.
If my canvas taps, I'm gonna be so bummed out, not just for her, but for myself. I wanna win this challenge.
Stay still for me. Just do this stuff, okay?
The girls are getting tighter every day. We can't let them get too far ahead of themselves.
How you holding up?
That's a little more sensitive than I figured it would be.
Unfortunately, my canvas, he's been through so many surgeries, his nerves are all up. One moment, he's fine. The next moment, he's in excruciating pain. I might not be able to finish this tattoo.
We'll get through it, man.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time's up. Machine's down. No more ink.
Oh my God, that's gorgeous. That is beautiful.
Here we are.
That's sweet.
Kelly's throat scar cover-up looks like a space jellyfish. No way she's gonna win the skull pick today.
Awesome, I love it. Thank you.
All right, time to critique your work, and we will start with Kelly. How was it sitting with Kelly?
Oh, she did a great job. I'm very happy with it.
I understand not wanting to do a big black hole leading into a dark hole. That was definitely a smart, sensible play. But when I first look at it, you don't get this immediate sense of space and galaxy.
The way you worked with the skin in that area, you have some amazing color blends, saturated color and really bright color play, but you don't really get a space feel from a distance when you look at it.
Eric.
You've used his muscle shapes to contour the mechanisms you put in there. Definitely shows artistry.
You did some really clean, strong outlining. Even though it's thin, it works really well with the contrast. I think you did a great job.
Thank you.
Sketchy lawyer.
This tattoo came out super slick. Runs right up the middle of the scar. The feather texture really hides the scar tissue. From a distance, the lettering's a little busy. It's a little bit hard to read, but once you get up on it, it's super tight, technically done.
Kevin?
This tattoo overall looks really smooth. The nice texture in the fur, even over top of the heavy scarred areas. You got the same amount of nice shading over the top of the scar versus where the scar wasn't. It's a quality tattoo.
Thank you.
Tito.
He definitely hid the scar, but as far as the overall shape of the tattoo, the way it fit on the back, it was a very odd placement.
It's really not. He has a pretty considerable divot in his back, so to place it where it is, fit the flow of the back, and definitely fit the direction of the scar, in my opinion, it looks pretty good, man.
Nikki.
He had this crazy, weird dragon. You made what he had a lot better, and you got rid of the scar.
The way that you use the scar tissue to play into that rocky texture, to camouflage it all and tie it in, really good.
All of the boys in this house are definitely gunning for the girls. If I don't win this skull pick, I'm completely screwed.
The judges have decided that the winner of today's Splash Challenge is Nikki.
Sweet, thank you.
It was super smooth. You had a lot of obstacles to tie in the old tattoo, and overall, it just looked so slick.
For this Splash Challenge, your canvases all have loved ones with a condition that has permanently changed their appearance.
Oh.
Now, sometimes this can bring unwanted attention and embarrassment that they live with every day. To show their support and solidarity, your canvases want an exact replica of their loved one's condition permanently tattooed on their skin.
Not easy.
No. Let's meet your canvases.
my God.
Hi, guys. Thanks for joining us. One by one, please tell us what you'd like done.
I'd like to get a tattoo of my son's insulin pump on my side.
I want to get a replica of his skin grafts from a burn on my leg and foot.
This is my grandson, and I'm getting a replica of his cochlear implant on my head.
This is my daughter Liliana, and I would like a replica of her scar across my stomach.
I would like to get a tattoo replica of his zipper scar on my chest. Good job.
Tom, what's going on, bud?
Brave little kids. Today, we're asking you to shed the pressures you have in this room, be human, and be good tattooers for these folks today.
This is what it's all about, actually, man.
Hello. How are you? This is so cool.
This crazy?
Yay.
Today, the artists want to do exact replicas so that the children can bond with their parents. Like, look, Mommy, Daddy has what I have.
You guys should make the pump like red, and I want this color to be blue.
Blue? You realize this is my body now. Yeah, you know?
Today, I'm looking for consistency in these tattoos so that every little dial on an object or any little readout can all be done.
He fell on a bonfire, burnt his leg. If I have it too, he can say, hey, look, my dad's got the same thing as me.
Same thing happened to my daughter.
Serious?
She was 2 at the time. She ended up falling in the fire as well. It was the scariest moment of my life as a parent. I was 17 when I had my daughter. It was a kid having a kid. She saved my life because I was going down just a really dark path. As soon as I found out that I was pregnant, I stopped everything. I got into tattooing. I'm completely and utterly stoked. I miss her, but at the same time, it makes me remember what I'm here and what I'm fighting for, and I'm fighting for my little one.
Game time.
She was born premature, and she had to be in the hospital for a year. She had 9 surgeries in her intestines.
Wow.
Yeah.
When I was 6 years old, I fell on a pair of hedge clippers, and they went in my face, and I got this huge scar. This is like 20 years old, so I totally know how you feel. This scar might make you feel embarrassed, but you went through something really hard and you survived. Scars show you that you're stronger than what you went through.
2 hours left. 2 more hours.
Erin's tattooing, and she's killing it.
I want tattoo.
Gecko, I decided to sit this one out and let Erin do the whole tattoo. That way, every line, every gradient is consistently the same.
How we doing? Nolan and I came here to win or lose as a team. There is no team captain. We're just a team.
Here, give it a try. Yeah, there you go.
I think Allegory, Old Town, and Unkindness have one stronger player. To me, if it's just one person dragging dead weight all the way, I don't think that's a master shot.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machine's down. Time is up. No more ink.
Is
it awesome?
Oh my God. Oh, that's my baby.
That was so awesome working with you.
so much.
Got a rad little guy with you.
Yeah.
All right, guys, time to critique your work. Let's start with Old Town Ink. Why did you guys pick this particular piece?
I immediately felt something with this kid.
He has Axenfeld-Rieger syndrome. His 139 surgeries have been on his eyes. I wanted him to see it before he goes blind again.
Oh, no.
It's incredible for him to get to see his grandma get tattooed, understanding he's going to lose his sight at some point.
Very clean. I love the fact that she got her own little touch of color in there. The color's bright. Solid job.
What do we say, perfect?
Perfect. Show him perfect.
Unkindness art.
I had ear.
There it is.
I had the day, Mom.
Same as Mom, you're right.
Yeah.
You did an incredible job replicating that piece.
Consistency is perfect. I mean, the little wire and the plug-in, the drop shadow, and how closely it's tucked to her real ear. Very nice tattoo.
Thank you.
Allegory Arts.
We did a tattoo of Ethan's insulin pump.
It's very cool that you incorporated the pouch. I love the camo pattern. The colors look solid and consistent. I think it's a great job.
Thank you.
Pins and needles. What did you get done here today?
I got replicated the 3rd-degree burns, scars.
You replicated it with a lot of really light shading. It looks very smooth and consistent. It already looks like an old scar, which is very cool.
You actually made the outside look like the graph piece coming on. Very precise. You guys show off.
Thank you.
Artistic skin design.
I got a replica of my daughter's surgeries from when she was a newborn.
Man, I just gotta say, this is one of the most intense ones of the day. This mother being willing to put a huge scar across her midriff is just intense.
You guys did it soft. When this heals on her, It's gonna lighten up and fall out enough to be a perfect replica. Couldn't have been better.
Thank you.
Basilica tattoo.
Nice, solid, clean, crisp outline. Great little attention to detail.
I think it's super cool that y'all added more to it. Makes it just look like a tattoo and not some little technical gadget. Killer tattoo, guys.
Classic Trilogy tattoo.
Tattooing in this body part on this placement is very tough, and you guys do it very crisp. Best tattoo you've done here.
Black Spade.
The kid's name and the scar tissue above it, giving it its own little touch. Very cool. Technically, very smooth, very soft, very nice shading. I think you did a great job, guys.
Next up is Black Cobra tattoo.
Katie's consistent solid black outline. That's definitely you back in the house. Really smooth application, matte, and the shading. Overall, I like a little drop shadow and the softness. You have very dark and bold and solid. Looks like a perfect sticker. Well done.
The judges have decided that the winner of today's Flash Challenge is Unkindness Art.
The details you put in there, the little import jack and the cable and the drop shadow underneath it, perfect.
For the next elimination tattoo, you'll be creating a portrait on your human canvas.
Man, I can't believe we're doing portraits. I did not see portrait coming.
This is Salvatore, and he'd like a tattoo of his mother on his right rib cage.
Ribs are so hard to tattoo. It's just a bad area to try to get a portrait. If I get him, I'm gonna be super bummed.
And finally, we have Johanna, who would like a portrait of her mother on the back.
Worried about putting it on anywhere on the stomach and the ribs. That means a huge battle for me.
I knew it. I knew I was gonna get the ribs. Ribs are so hard to tattoo, and when every little movement you make changes the facial features of a portrait, it's just a bad area to try to get a portrait. I have to convince my client to pick a different location, man. This is my last chance. It's 100 grand on the line. I'm not letting my client ruin those chances for me.
What other spots are you willing to get tattooed?
I have nothing on these areas, so
your legs are all filled up?
No, my legs, but they're so heavy. I don't put anything on my legs.
Anywhere where there's like a flat surface that I can really work with. The outside calf would be perfect just because it's so flat.
I mean, if it's like a issue, we can do it. We can do it on the leg.
That would be awesome.
We're gonna move the tattoo to his leg. This is make it or break it. I'm either gonna pull it off or pack my stuff and go home.
Well, good. I appreciate it, man.
About what era was this taken?
60s, 70s.
Yeah.
Johanna wants a portrait of her mother, and it's so small. I mean, the actual photograph of the face of her mother, you can't see anything.
It's kind of fuzzy, so I want to keep it about this size.
I'm very, very scared about this one because I could go home over having a busted grill when I couldn't even figure out what it's doing. Wow. I can't see the hair, I can't see the fuzz, I can't see nothing in this picture.
James Vaughn. How are you feeling about this piece?
It was a tough one. The original picture is actually like this big.
The portrait is not all that accurate to the photograph. Part of doing a portrait is being able to see accurately what's in the photo and translate that into the tattoo.
I don't consider myself a portrait artist. I just did my best.
Where I think you kind of lost it is you actually put some shading in her nose, where in the photo there wasn't. It was more of a highlight on the tip of her nose, and you kind of shaded it out, which effectively changes the shape of her nose. The eyes look like they might be just a slight different shape than they are in the photo.
In the picture, a little.
The lettering that you did too, there's so much going on around it, all the flowers and flourishing, and it makes it very difficult to read, even if you can read Spanish. You know, I've learned the hard way over the years that sometimes less is more.
Your line work is shaky in this tattoo because you're in a shaky spot. The placement of this thing beat the hell out of you. And I feel like that's a little bit of self-inflicted because you allowed that to happen to yourself. The fact of the matter is where her face is, where it lands in that tattoo is where her body that's very voluptuous comes together and meets. So her face is almost on an indent of this girl's body. The bottom line is I'm not easing up on anybody. For the stakes being this high, you put yourself in a really tough spot to excel in this tattoo today.
Wowzers. Josh.
You had a difficult photo to work from, man, so you definitely had a handicap on this.
Yeah, man, it was just a whited out picture.
With the whites of the eyes, what you've done is you've done what's in the picture. What I would have liked to have seen is maybe make the eyes look round and in the head, because they are so blown out in the photo that to fill it in with white like that really flattened out her expression.
Unless there's an actual highlight there, I would never put white in the eyeball like that because it does tend to flatten it out, and then plus it turns yellow with age. The lettering I liked, it was more minimal, where less is more sometimes.
I would have loved to seen some hair detail. You have the shape and the construction of the hair there with the shading, but you didn't really detail it out with any hairlines. Just a few touches here and there of some thin lines kind of make it look like hair.
There's a definite trick to hair that guy standing right back there can tell you one little trick that'll change your life, and it's so easy.
Little touches of detail like that are what make portraits really shine. You don't have to have exorbitant detail in every nook and cranny, but when you do bring certain aspects of it out with little details here and there, the whole photo just kind of clicks. I think that's where you're lacking.
Between the two of you, we went back and forth. You guys both really hit in a lot of areas. And you also missed in some areas. There's so much on the line here. There's the 100 grand, the Ink magazine feature, but there can only be one winner here. James. The judges have decided. You're going to the finale. Congratulations, man. Josh. You don't have what it takes to be Ink Master. Time to pack your machines and go home.
Who is this?
My grandmother.
Your grandmother. All right. The problem with portraits is anytime you have a curved surface, what it tends to do is create an optical illusion where it stretches their heads out. I'll squish it just a little bit. So when it goes around, it'll actually elongate it and it'll fix it.
Just as it's as close as possible to the actual picture, you
Hey
know
man,
what I mean?
I'm gonna do my best for sure. You know, I haven't done a portrait in 10 years.
And you don't think their face should be like over more here?
And I've got a canvas who has very strong feelings how he wants this tattoo done. I wish there was a way I could figure out how to gauge the curve here. Black and gray is definitely not one of my strengths, and portrait's not one of my strengths. This is two of my weaknesses grouped into one challenge. It's gonna be a tough one.
Today, you must create a portrait tattoo. Remember, we're testing precision. If your tattoo doesn't look like the picture, you'll be packing. You have 6 hours to tattoo, and your time starts now.
I'm not gonna lie, dude, I was looking at like your art and it was kind of making me a little nervous because it's a portrait and I didn't really see any of those from you. So I was like, oh my God. I'm putting a lot of faith in you. That woman's a saint in my eyes. She always will be.
You know, you gotta have confidence in your artist because that negative projection sometimes works against you. My canvas is putting an immense amount of pressure on me.
Her face looks a little bit fatter.
We squish it down so it looks fatter. When we put it on your leg and it curves around your leg, it's gonna look skinnier. You see how it skinnies out? I'm convinced that the curve of the canvas is gonna elongate the portrait. By squishing it down a little bit, it's gonna compensate for that. I need you behind me on this, man.
Trust me, I need to be behind you on this.
Good. Everybody's wondering if I can pull this portrait off. It's pretty intimidating. I start coloring in the hair, and I'm realizing that squishing the photo was a bad idea. How you feeling about it?
As long as she don't look like she just got out of Taco Bell, I'm golden.
I gave this guy a fat grandma. That's the one fear that my canvas had.
We still talk about her like she's in the next room. That's how much she meant to the family.
I'm trying to project confidence in this scenario, even though I'm super freaking out on the inside.
Mr. Jesse Smith. How you feeling about this?
I feel like I dropped the ball.
We're judging precision. I gotta say, I don't feel like any of the details in this tattoo are precise.
The hair could be a little more realistic. Hair is a tough thing to do. It's one of the hardest things in a portrait. It could have been more detailed. It looks a little too just not real enough.
You look at this photo, you see strands. The way you tattooed this hair is more like a weird fur/tribal pattern. Not to mention just the entire perimeter of the face does not look the same. You totally it up.
Your style of tattooing is very wall-to-wall, but you can't tattoo a portrait wall-to-wall. What you do, you're great at, but what you need to do is get great at everything else because you're supposed to. I don't like this part of my day.
Hey, it's my fault.
It sucks.
The judges have decided. Jesse, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
Get the out of here. I really enjoy watching you work. The technical aspect that you have in the way you deliver your tattoos is incredible. What you do, top of your field. It sucks, man. It sucks because I want to see the battle royale. However, today, unfortunately, you got beat out.
Made my bed, I'm lying in it.
We hate to see you go, buddy.
Please pack your machines and close shop. Today, you will be tattooing portraits.
Holy this is gonna be a really big challenge for me. It's been a long, long time since I've done a portrait.
Let's meet your canvases. Your canvases have brought the subjects for their elimination tattoos. If your tattoo doesn't look like them, they'll be sure to let you know.
Definitely gonna be a little bit stressful having a person that I'm actually gonna be tattooing there watching me.
Canvases, one by one, please introduce the subject of your portrait.
I would like to get a portrait done of my mom.
I don't want to do all the wrinkles in there. That doesn't always play out well as a tattoo.
I'd like to get a portrait of my mother here.
You have 6 hours to tattoo an accurate portrait. If it doesn't look like the photo, you'll be packing, and your time starts now.
We decide we're going to tattoo her on her calf. She's not a big girl, and it's a lot of detail in this small spot. Every wrinkle, every strand of hair, every eyelash is going into this tattoo.
Can't believe the work that goes into this.
I have to at least try to take this home for my family. I can't keep being the bottom of the barrel.
You make sure you tell him if he's doing something wrong.
Kyle's looks like a ball of raisins kind of like smashed together. Is that horrible for me to say? He should be trying to soften her face and just show the main shapes of her face rather than every single wrinkle.
Kyle.
You accurately captured a lot of parts about this lady. If you look at the shading on their nose, it actually has dimension. You actually put the contour in there, but then you went in here and put too much time in every wrinkle. You accentuated the parts of the photo that you kind of don't want to accentuate. I don't know if I was the first one to say it, but I definitely wasn't the only one to say Leatherface when I looked at this tattoo. It's not a flattering look.
I felt like I kind of had to.
I think your accuracy is one of the stronger points on it. You nailed it, dude. It's a lot more accurate, not to pinpoint Jason, than his glasses. You had a tough one, but I think you did a great job on it, personally.
Joshua. Were there any challenges with this canvas?
She has all those wrinkles. For me, it was how do I show the main ones without throwing a spiderweb across her face?
I really like this tattoo. She's got a great character. You took liberties to smooth things out, but you still captured her essence.
Technically, man, you have a very nicely executed tattoo. The thing that's a bummer is I just wish this tattoo went a little further down. Some of the aspects of the photo that make her face come alive is the fact that her hair comes a little bit longer and you see these shadows that come up here that really define the length of her face.
There really was no other place other maybe than his ribs.
Instead of putting that V line there, you could have just faded hair down a little longer just to give that neck a little bit more neck. But definitely Portrait Challenge is your forte. Between you and Tattoo Baby, you have the smoothest tattoos of the day.
We're here to decide who has the worst tattoo.
Well, my artist was Joshua. Portrait of my mom right here.
Looks like she has a very short haircut, and it has nothing to do with the picture. It's about accuracy.
About placement. I think where he picked to place the tattoo really hurt him.
The placement was 110% on me.
But you lose the accuracy anytime the arm moves at all.
That wasn't on my artist.
But it could cost him the money.
My tattoo artist was Kyle, and it was a portrait of my mom.
Her face is more wrinkly.
He aged her way too much.
I think he captured all my lines. And
to me, it kind of looks like Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I don't know what to say.
He should have gave that piece more life.
But you got to understand, he had the most detailed
Definitely.
one.
There's just too much going on to actually see her.
But you don't see that it's her? You're not seeing it's her?
I think it's the worst one, I'm sorry.
I would agree.
I do too. So we've reached a decision.
must tattoo the ultimate test of precision. A portrait. Today, once again, the canvases are in pairs. Every canvas wants the same portrait as one other canvas. Wow. Giving a side-by-side comparison like never before.
Go big or go home.
That means you'll all be going head-to-head with one other artist, and the judges will directly compare your work in critique. One of you will win, and one of you will lose.
Can't lose. That is a beautiful picture.
Where are you guys planning on putting this?
On the side of my thigh?
Nice. That's the ultimate spot right there. That's the one I want. Unfortunately, we don't get to choose.
So we're doing little girl?
Yes.
Doing portraits of younger children is very difficult because they don't have definitive lines in their faces. If you put a little too much shading anywhere, this whole thing is going to hell.
I'm sweating bullets right now. Portraits are not my thing. I'm going up against Eric, and there's no margin for error.
You chose to put yourself up with Eric. Why'd you make that choice?
Figured it'd be a good push. It'd really be a really great challenge. My strategy on this portrait is to use all the precision I can in the eyes, the nose, and the mouth and make it look exactly like his mother. I'm not scared. I'm gonna make sure I go beyond to get this win.
Oh, wow. I love it. Right? It's pretty right. That's awesome.
Cool. There's no chance in hell that Mark's gonna beat me today on this portrait challenge. I'm always pushing the limits. I'm always trying to be innovative.
Oh yeah, some flowers?
Yeah, some stuff just to finish it off nicely. So it look cool.
Well, it's looking good. If I beat Eric, the judges are definitely gonna have to take notice. My whole strategy right now is to go big or go home.
4 hours remaining.
I'm really trying to take my time here. One mistake, this portrait is done. Any little slip up, you're not gonna recognize the person.
Do you wait to do like some of the heavy darks?
I don't know. I guess it depends on the portraits, really. I mean, I don't know.
Chris's tattoo looks very sloppy. If he doesn't go back in and smooth that out, that could be the kiss of death.
This is one of the scariest, most intimidating challenges of the entire competition. And this is the one that I've been ready for since day one.
Stay with me. We're almost the end, okay?
I'm ready to watch everybody else fall down and me to rise. This may be one of my best wins.
This is what's gonna put us in a winner's circle, okay?
Mark, let's start with you. You went up against Eric.
Out of everything I've seen you do, this is the most precision I've seen you execute. Really nice details in the mouth. The really light shades and the little highlights that you did and the wrinkles of the lips really make the tattoo look beautiful. And this is a big comeback for you. Soak it in and keep trying to ride the wave.
Eric.
The attention to detail on the eyes is nice. The eyes are the most important part of the entire face. But there's certain things that are changed, like the nose. You can actually see the other side of the nostril, and in the photograph you can't. So it almost tilts the face in one aspect, but then everything else is the same.
That's how it was in the photograph when I bumped up the contrasts.
You altered details, which changed the shape of this lady's face. That bottom lip is a completely different shape than what it is in the photo. As far as precision goes, you missed the mark on that.
All right, guys, between Mark and Eric, who wins the head-to-head competition?
Mark captured the likeness. It looks like her. The proportions are totally correct.
Final answer?
Mark.
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 Winner of the head-to-head challenge is Mark. Chris, you went head-to-head with Aaron.
My big problem with this tattoo is you made up a bunch of highlights that don't exist in the photo. On her neck, underneath her chin, you just made up a complete white highlight that doesn't exist. It really does change the shape of this girl's face a lot. And then you really went graphic with it. You exaggerated the lines in her creases in her mouth. In the photo, she looks real soft and round, and you put a lot of hard edges on her. That hurts you on precision day.
Aaron.
I think the first thing that I notice on this is that droopy eye. On the right, it sags a little bit. I think that throws things completely off.
Another place that the precision is not there is in that mouth. Those lips are not her lips. And then the really dark you did in the gums, it makes it almost look like she's missing teeth. Translation from the photo to the skin is where the precision has to be 100%. And a portrait is very unforgiving.
Portrait king just got decrowned.
All right, guys, so who wins the head-to-head competition between Chris and Aaron?
This is kind of a tough one for me. Chris, I think that yours is actually over-precise. The hard lines kind of take away from any softness that a portrait might have.
Aaron's looks more like a little girl to me.
I literally find enough things in both that are bad that I don't have a clear winner or a clear loser.
Just judge each section. Just judge the mouth.
Chris got it. Chris got it.
Now just judge the eyes.
Debatable.
Just judge the hair now.
Aaron got it.
Just judge the chin.
Chris got it.
Chris got it. Now just judge the cheeks.
Aaron got it. Guys, I'm out. I'm not picking a winner.
Flip a coin.
We don't flip coins on this
Okay,
thing.
no, I'm just saying, man.
The fairest thing that I can say to both of you is that I don't see either one being a landslide to the plus or the minus.
I agree with that. No winner.
All right, for this head-to-head challenge, there is no winner.
We're here to determine who had the worst tattoo of the day.
That is my tattoo, and my artist was Eric.
The thing that gets me is the dark shadow he put on the cheek. There's not enough detail, and the hair is just too flat.
And the picture looked more alive.
This is my tattoo, and my artist was Aaron. It looks more like my sister. Like, I can't see myself at all in that picture.
It's actually the eyes and the nose. It's the slight difference that he didn't catch right.
Yeah, because my sister's nose. It needed to be a little more rounder, and it's kind of just there.
He didn't do this very well.
I like the tattoo. I just think that it does not look like my daughter.
That's my tattoo. My artist was Chris.
The light's different on the left side than it is on the right side.
And the lines around the mouth, it's off, like one's higher than the other.
Yeah, one's more round while another one looks like the line just went straight down.
Yeah.
We're at this point of the challenge where any little thing needs to be on point.
Final decision. My vote is for Chris to go.
Aaron.
Aaron.
The judges have decided. Aaron, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
Choices were just off. And if you would have hit one or two choices right, this would not be this decision.
Please pack your machines and close shop. Today, your canvases want portraits of toddlers.
Toddler portraits are so much more difficult than normal portraits because the proportions have to be very round and soft. Otherwise, you can age the image and make it look like somebody that it's not.
I think his little plaid shirt is adorable, and I would definitely include that.
If I can convince this canvas to switch to black and gray, I can flip this entire thing around on Kevin.
I am a portrait artist. I do portraits regularly.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's such good news.
Great. But I do black and gray tattoos.
I see that you do add some color. So that's an option, maybe?
Color tattoos don't age as well as black and gray.
Well, it looks like you can still make the eyes bright, which is what I wanted. I wanted bright eyes, and you can do that with black and gray.
Oh, absolutely. If I'm doing black and gray on portrait day, kiss your ass goodbye, Kevin.
Hi. You're gonna win this thing.
I don't know, I haven't done many colored faces, but
You're gonna do color?
yeah. I don't want to do a black and gray portrait right next to Kelly's black and gray portrait.
Don't stress tattooing next to her. She has a totally different style.
Yeah, you're right.
If I was gonna get tattooed by you, I would get black and gray.
All right. Well, I'd rather
Just our
listen to you
opinions.
guys. After hearing that,
what do you think?
I think I want to give them what they want to see. You know?
Let's do black and gray.
Really?
Yeah. Just win.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Gion's freaking out right now. This is the best possible scenario for me. I do portraits all the time. I don't see anybody in this house beating me on a portrait challenge.
Sometimes when you wipe it, it's worse than a tattoo.
Yeah, that hat. I took a big risk playing my strategy the way I did, staying in that middle ground. Now that things are heating up, I need to step it up and start winning.
Artists, you have 5 hours left. 5 hours remaining.
Yeah, you went for it.
Well,
Good.
if I did something that you guys didn't want and then did badly, I'd just feel like an idiot.
My tattoo is not looking exactly as I had planned. Because that photo is so light, I have to put shading in there that's not necessarily in the photo. I know it's solid, but it may not be as accurate as it could be.
4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time's up. Machine's down. No more ink.
Oh my God, it's gorgeous. You got everything.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Nikki, you tattooed the same portrait as Kelly.
I can see the resemblance of the kid, but I think the likeness is a little bit off.
That face is really, really, really washed out, and I knew I'd have to kick up the contrast.
You missed a lot of light tones, and it's extremely bright right below his eyebrow. It's so contrasted.
To me, the area where this thing strays is how bright the eyes and lips are. The sparkle overdoes it. You put that highlight in the top of the lip, it gives it a lipstick feel.
I really think that this looks like little Miss Teen Toddler. Put a wig on it, put her in a little tutu, she's done up for the pageant.
Nate, you tattooed the same portrait as Gian.
Nate, you captured the likeness. I like the way that you captured the little indentation on the top of the nose and the really subtle highlights in the eyes. And that little glimmer is perfect.
I love the way you put a line right on his hand. Normally, a lot of people don't do that and it gets washed out. Accuracy, it hits the mark.
Thank you.
Ryan.
It's a very slick, smooth tattoo. A lot of great technical ability in there. The detail work in the shirt is very nice, but where accuracy really counted was in that eyes and that upper lip. The darkness under the eyes got a little bit too dark, and you dramatized the little peak in his lip too much.
The hair looks a little bit animated, like a comic book. It just takes a little bit of the life out of it.
The other thing that gets me is the right eye has more of a V to the top of it in your portrait than a soft, subtle roll. Those are soft little details that you miss, but on accuracy day, those are the things to point out.
She's fresh.
Thank you.
Where y'all wanting to put these?
On my thigh.
I want to get a picture of my son.
No babies.
Nope. Baby portraits are the kiss of death. They're such subtle features and shading. It's so easy to mess up. Please do not give us a baby portrait.
This is my great-grandmother.
Ooh, love.
It's a nice one with me.
My Nana, her mom.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
What are you wanting to get tattooed?
Tattoo of my daughter,
Okay.
black and gray.
Can't see that.
The photo is this big. There's no way to do a precision portrait on something the size of a dime. Do not want this tattoo, please.
You will have 6 hours to tattoo a precise portrait. Based on your work, one shop will be out. Good luck.
Is that a ponytail or is that like a ribbon or something?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it's a ponytail.
Okay. Black Cobra definitely screwed us. They gave us the little tiny picture. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? It's so hard to blow a little tiny photo up to get a good quality portrait.
It's all there, it's just grainy.
I'm kind of nervous right now because Aaron got kicked out on portrait day. And you know what? I was in the bottom last time I did one, but I'm not ready to go home yet. We just got here.
Can you check what I'm doing to make sure that we're on the same page?
Yeah.
I am at Eva's mercy on this one. I'm definitely not the best portrait tattooer.
So this is the gap where it's like where this is.
Yeah. There's one lower and one higher.
So
And they
this
kind
is
of wrap around. Yep, you got it.
like that.
Yeah, that looks right to me.
I know that she knows what she's doing, so I'm just gonna try to do the same. It's a trust game at this point.
Your skin gets really red really easily.
Oh, yeah, that's
about
true.
it.
Yeah, that always happens.
Oh my God, her skin is lighting up like a damn Christmas tree.
You see how's it going, bro?
You know, just making sure, because it's like getting really irritated, so I have to be like super gentle. I have to do a super subtle, soft baby portrait, and I can't tell how dark the ink is. I am so screwed. Oh no.
You have 4 more hours remaining.
How are we gonna judge this? We may have some clear bottoms, which might save us a lot of hard work. Allegory Arts, they're just using color photos thrown off to the side on a black and gray portrait.
That's crazy, and their backs to each other.
She's not even looking at the photo, she's just tapping. Artistic skin design, did you notice the skin differences?
Canvas is everything, man. You got an older woman, a young lady, their skins react different. One, just you put gray in and it's gray. The other one, you put the same gray and it don't look like nothing. It's just beat red.
Golden Skull Tattoo, you're up first.
Clean, did you practice before you came?
Yes.
I definitely want to tip my hat to you, man. You did a great portrait here. The eyes and the mouth, you hit them perfectly. Especially that little turned up corner of the lip on the right side is what really captures her look.
Aaron, I like the way you did the black in the hair. Your hair maybe is a little bit better than Clean's, but as far as the application on the face and everything, Clean might have made it a little more smooth.
Y'all did a great job taking the exact same approach on the tattoo. I mean, you really tried to mimic each other's stencil to the T.
There's a lot of precision in this tattoo.
Allegory Arts.
You very clearly missed the mark on details in the photo. Y'all had the same approach for this nose, but that is not a human nose. It has a very feline look to it.
Euless, the tattoo doesn't look like this little girl. The eyes, they're just different shapes.
Well, Eva, I think you did get in there with a lot more precise detail on the hair. And overall, the technique and the shading is smoother, but you still distort the shape of her face. The shading you put above her left eye, you create these indentions and protrusions that just aren't there. On a precision day, you need to pay exact attention to every single little detail.
Nailed it.
The coffin, yeah.
Artistic skin design.
Usually you look at a portrait and you're drawn to the eyes. I'm drawn to the clothing. On both of them, that sweater and that shirt, I see precision all day, but it just looks like a different artist did the top half.
In both of them, the hair is completely different. Dane, you brought the left side down a little further. In April, you brought the right side up a little. They're not consistent or precise with the photo, and certainly not with each other. Black Cobra tattoos. There's precision in terms of being similar in your approach on the tattoo, but they're equally different from the photo.
I don't feel like either of you hit the hair in any way. There's a lot of inferred, made-up kind of styles, and that changes the dynamic of her face.
Also, the shading in the face, it doesn't look soft like skin. It looks like fur. When you look at one tattoo to the next, there is a lot of differences.
Judges, time to announce who had the best tattoos of the day. I think that Golden Skull did really great.
Yep.
Final decision?
Golden Skull.
I'm gonna have to say Golden Skull.
My decision is Golden Skull. The judges have decided the best tattoos of the day go to Golden Skull.
I didn't see that coming.
Who is this woman?
It's my grandmother on her wedding day.
And where are you wanting to get her?
On my thigh.
Are you opposed to blowing up the picture of her
fine.
face instead of doing the whole body?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of detail in there and there.
It's just small. How do you pull it off? It's tiny. Tiny little face, one.
The wedding photograph is too small. I mean, a portrait, it's all about the detail. How are you gonna work with this picture?
Hi.
Oh, she's a doll.
Thank you.
Who is she?
This is my daughter.
Where are you looking to get her?
On my back.
What about color choice?
Purple.
I do a lot of faces. That's what I'm known for. I've been waiting for portrait day. Like, this is my This is what I specialize in.
That thing is blurry.
Yeah, no. It's very soft and like a lot of can get lost. So, I mean, look how up that looks.
My portraits are very vintage looking anyway, so immediately I'm drawn to this wedding photo.
How's the photo when you pulled it up? Good?
Nope.
It's not.
It's really pixelated. When I blow this face up, all the features wash away.
Pixel challenge. Nailed it.
I can't even do a proper stencil because I can't see the features in it.
I just want to be able to show off, and I hope I can with something that's, you know, it's just.
At this point, I might as well just tattoo blindfolded.
Ooh.
May I myself on this one?
All right, guys, you have 6 hours to show contrast tattooing a monochromatic portrait. And your time starts now.
So we're gonna place the stencil on you standing up, so don't lay down just yet.
Portrait Day in the Ink Master House has always been an atrocity. Today we're looking for that to change.
That's gonna be black, dude.
Well, what's gonna be my darkest tone, though?
I would not go navy blue. I would go this blue.
I'm the last person on Steve's team. I feel like obligated to take his advice at this point.
That is super dark.
But Steve is just fighting me on everything that I feel is right.
I can use this blue and that blue.
No, you can't. You're wrong. I may be down to one artist, but now I don't have any more weak links. All my focus can be on Rolly. You only get one blue. And if you put that dark blue next to that black, dude, it's gonna be all black.
I'm going against my instinct, and I'm going with what Steve is telling me to do, but I'm just wondering if I'm doing the right thing here.
This is my day to show off, and I just shot myself in the foot.
So I'm kind of referencing this in this picture. I'm seeing where I put my black to be like in this kind of like darker area of the dark red. I just want to make sure that's correct.
I mean, that's the only way I see it. If that's all you can use right there, that's the only way.
I'm hitting the challenge, but it still doesn't take away from the fact that this photo is blurry and wonky, and so is my tattoo. I could be screwed.
Deanna.
For a monochromatic portrait, the softness in the application is beautiful. I love the way you just cut out the negatives in the dress at the bottom, and I love the sheerness of the veil. But if we look at her two front teeth, you can see a little bit of divide, very, very slightly. But in your tattoo, you gave her one big crazy tooth in the front.
That printout of that picture, you couldn't see a tooth, you couldn't see even the hair direction.
Deanna's choice to take that portrait is a choice. That's the things you live and die by in here.
Team Steve. Rolly, come on down.
There's a few things that stand out to me is that you could have done a little different. Number one, the teeth. In the photo, she has some shadows on her teeth that the shadows are the angles. In your tattoo, you angled the teeth.
Where I find this gets strange is how you have that solid line that's creating the shape of her cheek. In the photo, that would be a softer blended appearance. And so the shape of her face gets a little bit away from you. All right, guys, it's time to determine who's going home.
If you put Deanna's next to Rolly's, it's night and day. Mouth's off, eyes are off in Rolly's, and it's not applied as well.
My eyes are at least in the right place.
Deanna's are in the right place.
For a portrait, cross-eyed and a buck tooth kind of ends it for me.
Knowing what these photos look like, there's too many things that get away in Jason's tattoo. My vote's for Jason.
I just gotta go for likeness. My vote is for Deanna. The judges have decided. Deanna, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
I really appreciate the opportunity to be here. It's really been an honor. Thank you.
I don't agree with this. I hate to see you go. Know that you're just as good as anybody else in this competition.
Please pack your machines and close shop. Let's meet your canvases.
Traditional illustrative portrait of my grandmother on my forearm, and I would like to get the whole body.
Would you be against doing less?
Yeah, because I kind of really do.
Just because when you're going that small, to make it look just like her is gonna be pretty hard.
Anytime you're doing a portrait this small, it's gonna be difficult, but you could probably turn it into a traditional pinup style tattoo, especially given that the woman already looks like a pinup.
I mean, maybe if you crop the legs out.
So you're willing to work with how much we can cut off and how much big you can do?
Yeah, we'll see.
Thank you.
I'm looking to do a black and gray portrait of my grandma on my arm.
That's probably the clearest picture here, and it's the smallest one.
This tattoo could potentially be really cool. It has a lot of detail in it that can lend itself to a really cool traditional tattoo.
I would like to get a colored portrait of my daughter on my shoulder blade.
Oh, portraits of little kids. That is really hard. Their features are so soft. Definitely the hardest one up there.
Ooh, I just got nauseous.
Artists, you have 6 hours to tattoo a traditional illustrative portrait, and your time begins now.
All right, dude, let's do it.
See if we can get this thing to work.
Step on over here on my end.
This is Portrait Day with a twist. We're asking these artists to do renderings of photographs. So the photograph and the portrait that they create have to look alike, but they have full license to use heavy lines, heavy color, deep black shading.
I think we'll be able to pull it off. Let's do it.
They can do it as they see fit, as long as they capture the look of the picture.
Let's see where we could get started, all right?
Yeah.
It's confusing because they said illustrative traditional portraits. So it's like, well, which one is it?
Traditional is the exact opposite of portraits. Portraits are realistic, not much line work at all. Traditional is bold outlines and solid black that's whipped out.
People want it to look like the people. So that's why I was like, when I was doing yours, I'm like, I'm gonna try to make it look like as I can. And then like the hair and the shirt, stuff like that, I can get a little bit more traditional. Did more illustrative face with a traditional hair and body.
I think a lot of people would assume that being illustrative would be easier, but changing some of these features to make them simpler is actually gonna be harder.
I'm a little worried, not for me, but for time.
I was afraid that I scared you away. I wasn't trying to be mean. I hope she doesn't think I'm actually really nice.
I definitely went back and I was like, I don't think this is gonna work.
Since I gotta go more illustrative, now I have to show a little bit more detail, and the face is too small to show all the details and make it look like this person.
I got a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, we felt the same, but we feel the same now, so that's better.
That's it.
It has teeth in the tattoo, and I don't know how to approach this without making it look like it has veneers.
Ah, shit, Grandma's got a mustache.
Oh my God, I was like, are you kidding?
Tough crowd, tough crowd.
I am shook as
4 hours left, everybody.
She's such a cutie.
My canvas wants a portrait of her daughter on her shoulder blade.
I'm just making sure it's like super, super clean.
I've been excited for Portrait Day since day one. I'm gonna make it look great, just, you know, because it's your daughter. The kid portrait is a difficult ask, but I think the full body one was probably more difficult. And I'm really surprised that Pon gave that to himself.
I think I'm going home.
Why?
Like, I'm supposed to be making it look traditional, but I went to black and gray.
Like this?
Yours is nice. Mine doesn't look traditional enough.
I feel like you have to go traditional, but not so traditional it doesn't look like the person anymore.
Have you looked at the girls?
Yours is not traditional at all.
I don't think mine's traditional enough. We'll make it. How do I do that? There's so many factors that come into play specifically with child portraits that you cannot do. You can't put harsh lines on the eyes or anything, or else the child can either look like it's wearing makeup or that they're older than they really are. Dude, everyone's doing different stuff. I don't get it.
They want what Jason's doing.
How am I supposed to do that with a little kid?
That was the whole point.
Oh, okay. So that's the curveball you guys were throwing me.
Yeah.
My mind automatically flocks to realism when I do portraits, so I'm still stuck in that mindset. I think I'm in trouble for the first time. To try to completely change that, I mean, I hate to say it, but I might have just found my weak spot. Where I was all, you know, really pumped for portrait day, and I don't know what happened.
Jake.
You definitely get a good look of an antique photo and bring it into an illustrative style. The way you do the hair, the necklace, the clothing, and the outline is right on point. The rich black, open skin, way to go.
The stylized way that you shade the face but still have your softness to it works. The hard lines and the simplicity of it anchor the face in. The hairdo anchors the face in and gives us the feeling of seeing the lady that was there. I believe overall that for hitting the likeness, you do a really good job.
Thank you.
Pon.
As far as capturing the look of the person with a simple drawing, you don't do it. If you look at her right eye, the top of her eye is curved, and the tattoo, it's a straight line and then curved underneath. Just the little looks of what's going on, you lose it. The shape of the mouth is off, the width of the neck.
I was hoping to do a pinup. She wasn't budging on anything, and then I got in my own head.
As dark as you went in the collarbone, as weird as the shoulders come out, I can be like, okay, it's stylized, gritty, it's whatever if you're looking to go that route of illustration, but what I can't not see is the precision in the face. Your eyes don't line up, the nose has a crazy curve to it, the mouth is off center. That's all the places where you need to be precise.
Laura.
It is a nice, well-applied tattoo, but it's hard for me to say that this really looks like this girl. The expression on the face, you're not really getting that little tight grin, and her neck looks really wild. The way you have the back of her shoulder and her neck going all the way up to the ear makes her neck enormous.
That sucks. The other thing that I really dislike, these black lines you put on her forehead that aren't connected, that are just random black lines there. I know that you're trying to show the suggestive loose hairs, but it's very strange play.
Based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines. Ultimately, one thing is for sure, these canvases wanted a rendering that looked like the photo. So that's where I'm coming from. My decision is for Pon.
Pon.
The judges have decided. Pon, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
Hey, man, I'm glad to have made it this far.
Please pack your machines and close shop.
Thank you, guys.
So what are you wanting to get today? Black and gray portrait of my grandmother on my left eye.
That's cake all day. Jarrell, that's the one that I want.
Black and gray portrait of my mother on my left shoulder blade.
That was a great one.
Black and gray portrait of my great-grandmother on my calf.
It's a tricky one.
The face in this portrait is going to be really difficult to achieve. It could go wrong in so many ways.
You'll have 6 hours to tattoo a portrait of a senior citizen. This is your chance to show the judges precisely what you're made of. Fail to impress us, and you will be packing your bags. Good luck.
It's gonna be a pretty gentle process, so don't tap out on me.
You are light-handed.
Yes, ma'am.
I might be driving to Oklahoma for my next tattoo.
My tattoo is a portrait of my canvas's great-grandmother. She's got a full head of black hair, so making this look not like a solid mass of black sludge is a really delicate balance.
Oh, sweet.
Yep, having fun. Cool. I knew that at some point, Jarrell would start playing this game for himself. This is a bomb, and I'm not gonna let that land.
I'm gonna have to finish before I won. I can't believe that I'm having skin issues right now. Everything is red and everything is dark.
How's the pain?
Once in a while, it hits a spot.
Hopefully it'll lose the redness at some point. I'm gonna be able to see and add little details here and there. But for now, I'm working blindly. Don't move for a second. Let your skin breathe. I've been calling for this day from the beginning of this competition. This was my day to kill it, hit the table, and put everybody on notice.
You're about running out of time. I can't take much more of it.
I can't believe that my life is in danger right now.
3, 2, 1. That's it. Machine's down. Time is up. No more ink.
Wow. I love it.
Cool.
Looks beautiful, man.
Dude, I love it. It's amazing. It looks exactly like her.
What's up, dude?
Killed that shit.
Thanks, man.
Frank.
Your values got a little bit further away from me than they needed to be. The darkness of that V between her eyes, but turning her expression to a meaner expression.
She has a couple of freckles or moles that you made a lot more noticeable than they are in real life. And then instead of showing me that she's got wrinkle lines, you show bubbles on the chin. Your interpretation of these textures give it a different look than what's in the photo.
Had to happen to somebody.
Hiram.
You get some great details. The details in the teeth are nice, but they're way harsh compared to the softness of the photo. You get hyper detail in these wrinkles, and she looks way older in the tattoo than she does in the photo. You aged her.
Just letting it fall back and giving those little inferences, that's the move. Less is more.
That thing looks crazy.
Hey, I deserve it.
Angel.
A white hairdo like this is tricky, but the way you put the heavy black around the outside and leave a lot of negative and just a little bit of detail in it, it looks very believable.
The silhouette shape of the hair is the only part where you miss it a little bit. But when I look at the picture and I look at the tattoo, I see the likeness. I think it's spot on.
Thank you.
You killed it.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Judges, it is time to determine who's going home.
I got problems with all 3 of these tattoos.
I mean, for me, I'm looking for which photo looks like the tattoo the most. The bottom half of Frank's tattoo is a different person.
The brow, the nose, and this sharp angle on the lip. There are 3 major differences dead smack in the center of the face. My vote is for Frank.
My vote's for Frank.
The judges have decided, Frank, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
It's been an excellent experience. I'm just so stoked to have gone as far as I have.
I commend you for the way you conduct yourself and your tattooing, man.
Please pack your machines and close shop.
Thank you very much.
Hiram and Bob, one of you will also be packing your machines today.
Holy shit.
All right, judges, who is the second artist going home today?
The problem with Hiram's is that you see these crazy shapes and details that aren't human-like, like the neck. That is not the details of her neck.
Then you have the dots everywhere on Bob's.
Right, but I'm leaning towards Bob as hitting it better, just on likeness alone. Final decision.
My vote is for Hiram.
And my vote's for Hiram.
The judges have decided, Hiram, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
It's the way shit happens, man.
Please pack your machines and close shop.
Thank you very much, guys.
I'm not quitting, don't you worry. I'm not gonna quit. I am not a quitter.
Good.
It's time for you all to use your technical precision to create a photorealistic design. You have 6 hours to complete your tattoo, and the clock starts now.
The reason why I'm getting this tattoo is because my father was an inspiration in my life. He was a fireman and I'm a fireman. So I figured there'd be nothing better than to get a helmet, his old school helmet, but maybe some kind of flames coming under it.
I'm gonna need to take some photos of it. Photorealism is obviously exactly how it sounds. You're taking a photograph and you're reproducing it. So you have to begin with a really good photo. That's the most important part of the tattoo. Now, a lot of pictures to go through in a minute. The competition is stiff and I wanna win it. Actually, it looks really awesome, but I'm afraid it's coming into this section too far.
Yeah, you can shrink it.
My strategy right now is to stay focused. This competition is $100,000 and I want to win it. So I'm not just going to slap a stencil on someone and go with it. Let me see your chest. For my taste, I would want it in a little bit more. I'm going to put it on one more time because I know I'll get penalized if it isn't exactly correct on the chest. Everybody wants like back pieces and full sleeves and chest panels and all this 5 hours, 6 hours. It's not possible for us to do that. I'm actually really struggling with this tattoo. The flames on Scott are just not popping, and I'm trying different things to make them stand out. I'm putting a lot darker shading than I would normally because Scott's skin is so dark.
Had this piece, it's super cartoony and it looks almost rushed. It's one of the worst pieces for sure.
I'm feeling a lot of pain in my neck and back and shoulder right now. The problem with tattooing is just the vibrations. They go right through your bones.
I don't know what Heather's ailment is, but I've been tattooing 20 years and I bend over all day long and I don't have that much pain.
I think a lot of the pain she's having could be all in her head.
His tattoo ended up being a little more traditional and a little less photoreal.
This week we tested your technical precision skills. Now it's time to see how you did with photorealistic tattoos. Heather, how you feeling about this piece?
I realized today I don't really do a whole lot of photorealism. You know, I kind of do more animation kind of tattoos.
You had the advantage of positioning this and photographing it with the angle and the light that you wanted.
Well, I wouldn't say the angle I wanted or the light I wanted.
You know what we're going for here.
I gotta tell you, I don't really know what's more sore, his skin or my eyes. The numbers and the letter forms look very janky and don't look very clean.
Well, they were supposed to be like that because they're burned up.
It's rough. The shading in this is rough. There's no like gradual anything.
His skin is a little dark, so I was trying to compensate for that.
I mean, it looks like it hurt. It looks painful.
Heather.
I definitely did not like this tattoo at all. I don't think this is an ink master piece. It's more like an ink disaster piece. The tattoo doesn't come even close to being photorealistic. There's a lot of elements that could have made it look more real, and I just think you just missed the mark completely.
This is not a good one out of you.
I'm just tired and exhausted
But a true ink master has got to be able to do every kind of tattoo equally well. To hold that title is something that, like, you've got to excel in every type of genre.
I'm not trying to make excuses. I could go off on a tangent about staying up all night and then tattooing all day.
I pretty much thought we were all competing. You've been through some rough critiques. This one's gonna get it again. I want to see competition. I want to see a star. I want to see somebody shine. I haven't seen it.
The judges have decided. Heather, you do not have what it takes to become Ink Master. Please pack up your machines and leave.
Bye.
It's time for you all to push your skills to the limit and tattoo a portrait on your human canvas. You have 5 hours to complete this tattoo, and your time starts now.
20 minutes of daydreaming has passed through my head. I get lost in the hair, just like daydreaming that.
Today's style, like super smooth, portrait black and gray tattoos, they're super stressful for some people, but it's relaxing to me. I just love duplicating images. Aside from my canvas passing out, not letting me finish it, I'm clearly gonna win this challenge.
Shane, of course, gets the perfect canvas. He got the best picture out of all of us. He could have done it in color. Of course, Shane would pick black and gray. Heaven forbid he have to whip out some colors.
That is amazing, bro.
I'm winning it. There's literally like no doubt in my mind that I'm gonna win this thing.
Welcome to tonight's elimination. This week, we've been testing your portrait skills. We'll be looking at your shading, detail, and how much your tattoo looks like the picture. Shane, you're up first. Out of all the portraits available, you chose the child.
I didn't want you to think I was taking an easy way out.
I felt like this one would shine the most. Their smile and the glitter in her eyes and everything. The hair was pretty crazy to take on.
I've done a lot of child portraits myself, and ones with teeth are without a doubt the most difficult of children's portraits to do. It really looks like the photograph. Really nice, accurate job.
In the photograph, the light that's in her eyes is the reflection of the flash.
Flash, yeah.
And so you had to move that and use your white in a different spot to really make it appear lifelike.
Awesome, I'm glad you noticed.
Amazing touch, yeah, man.
You really pull the likeness together. You definitely have the less is more approach. You did the name and the portrait. Nothing more needed. Great job, man.
Thank you.
All right, guys. In this group of 4, there's a top 2 and there's a bottom 2. Shane, you had the best tattoo of the night.
Thank you.
You'll be tattooing a subject that is intimidating for even the best tattoo artists. Portraits.
The point of precision in a portrait is that this is somebody's face, and trust me, if you change their face, it does make them not look like the person.
As equipment and techniques have advanced, it has become possible for skilled artists to create tattoos that are more realistic than ever.
I am a portrait artist. This is my redemption.
Whether of celebrities, children, or deceased loved ones, portraits are as personal as one can get. You will have 6 hours to tattoo a portrait.
Who is this?
This is my grandfather.
Okay.
I would love to place it like on my thigh.
I can handle any of these people. If a picture is blurry, you just have to fudge certain details. Even if I get a fuzzy picture, I'm still gonna be able to rock this.
And who is this? It's my father.
A great tattoo begins with a great reference. The tattoo I absolutely do not want is the smallest picture. It looked like the guy's face was like this small.
This is my son.
Where would you like to get?
On the front of my right chin.
And who is this?
My father.
I'm gonna pick the best for me, and you know what? I'm gonna mix them up. Let fate send people home. I don't care what they get, because they're not as good as I am.
We only have 6 hours, and assuming from this picture, I know that you want at least the hands, right?
I saw the fighter position, so I knew that he wasn't only gonna want the face, he was gonna want to throw those gloves in there.
I definitely want the hands. I would like to try to get the symbols in there also.
It takes like 6 hours just to do the face alone.
I'm worrying incorporating so many things into my tattoo when I only have 6 hours.
This symbol is gonna be the killer. That's gonna be complicated.
Great picture. When people bring us in portraits, this is exactly what you're looking for. This style of picture, just doing the stencil looks just like them. I want to get all these nice little details in there. There's definitely more pressure anytime you're doing a portrait. One wrong little shadow or line, and you've lost the personality in the face, and now you're...
Alrighty. Nice grainy picture. Yay.
I'm a photorealism guy, but the picture is everything. This picture is from the 1960s. Every time I try to blow it up, it blurs.
That's horrible.
If you have no detail at all, you don't have any precision. I have to pull off a crazy miracle to make this great from a bad picture.
My canvas really wants those hands in the portrait, and he wants the logos. So I tell him I would do it smaller so I can get the symbols that he wanted. I'm gonna show precision from copying exactly what's on this picture. May the best portrait artist win.
This is the worst picture to work from.
Because of the contrast and the grain.
The blur, yeah, the graininess. Look at it.
The photo, blurry as hell, but I got enough of the gist to actually follow the blur to make it sharp. And it's because I am a portrait artist.
I have to find the clean parts of that in my head.
You have to be able to pull off bad pictures sometimes. Pulling that off will be a guaranteed win.
I'm feeling great. The picture is so clear, you know it's gonna be a home run. Sebastian might be going a little overboard, adding different shadowing.
He's inverted the shading on his face. It's darker on the face instead of lighter, lighter in the back instead of darker. Why can't he copy what's in front of him?
Like it?
Looks like a mirror of my father.
And there he is.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
You have his back forever.
That's right. I got your back forever. Oh, man.
This week, we asked you to create a portrait tattoo. We're testing precision. Tattoo Baby, you're up first. How you feeling about your work here? Do you feel like you're in the top?
I feel I did a great tattoo for the reference that I had.
You did an amazing job capturing this guy's character. The very precise little details, the way you got the mustache and the little curls in the hair, right on.
Doing small faces like that are always tricky. It's really hard to capture a likeness. The smaller the face is. This tattoo came out great.
The way that you captured the skin tone of his dad, you used a lot of light in the face to really accent his features. This was the right way to do it. Another consistent outing for you. It's a good job, and it was a tough one.
Steve, why did you end up selecting this one for yourself?
I like the character in the face, the wrinkles, tough old dude.
The hair is really, really impressive. The very small uses of white really make this thing stand out.
You really hit the precision with the wrinkles and the character in his face. As far as the area of the collar, I would like to have seen you maybe get a little bit deeper in there and really cherried this thing out to really set this thing off crazy. But overall, man, that's just nitpicking. You did a great tattoo.
Sebastian, how you feeling about this piece?
Well, in the photo, I have very much to work with. It's blurry.
It's not that blurry. It's still a good photo overall. With a photo like this, the goal is to make it look better. I would have done a dark background. You kind of did the opposite. You darkened up the side of the cheek, and then you did a lighter background. That alters the likeness a little bit. As far as precision goes, you're trying to duplicate the photo. It's cool to change stuff around in a portrait, as long as it still looks like that person.
I can tell you, I definitely would have had the precision, but I just could not see some of that stuff just blurred out.
You did not follow the photo. You did not do a portrait. You did something else. You completely reversed the light and dark in the left side of the face from the background to the foreground. I've never seen anybody flip a portrait picture.
Trust me, I had all intentions to do it exactly the way it was.
I don't understand how that intention varies to the point where you blacken the face. Do you ever switch the portrait?
I mean, well, you can be a smartass about it, but
I could be a smartass because I'm looking at that. So if you want to look at what I'm looking at, then we can talk about it. I can't judge that against that and tell you did a great job. You want to fight, huh? You totally decided to do your own thing with it, and it was a bad choice.
Today, you must tattoo the ultimate test of precision. A portrait.
Is the universe messing with me right now? I got eliminated on portrait day last time I competed.
Today, once again, the canvases are in pairs. Every canvas wants the same portrait as one other canvas. Wow. Giving a side-by-side comparison like never before.
What? Go big or go home.
Today, these artists really have to show precision because they have to really showcase the subtle details that make that person come alive to their friends and family.
I think that's gonna be great.
It's much tougher to go head-to-head doing the exact same photo because the weaknesses are completely obvious.
Okay, ready?
I can't even remember the last time I did a portrait.
Even though I don't do portraits on a daily basis, I know I'm gonna beat Jason. I've worked my ass off to be where I'm at. I am straight edge. I stay at home and I draw so that I can go in, kill it every time.
I came to just do my best.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, the ribs are no joke. I'm here for redemption and I have got to be clean. You're a warrior, dude. I have my work cut out for me, and I have so much on the line right here. I got kicked off in the portrait challenge on season 3, and I'm not getting kicked off again. That's a beautiful tattoo.
Oh man, I'm gonna cherish this forever.
Nah, it's amazing.
Well, it's good. I get to see this while I'm alive.
Yeah.
Today, you had to tattoo the ultimate test of precision, a portrait. Each of you tattooed head-to-head with another artist, and we will directly compare your work. Clean. You went head-to-head with Jason.
You even added a highlight to the tie. That isn't shown in the photo, which I really like because there's certain things you can make better in a portrait, and you did that.
You excelled. It was just done nicely and sharp and meticulously. That's what wins this competition.
Jason.
You did do some nice details in the jacket, but for the precision challenge, you missed a couple of key shapes in the face. The mouth in the portrait kind of has a shape like yours does right now.
That pissed off shape?
Yeah, it has that little curl to it. And yours is pretty straight, and it really changes the expression in the face.
Thanks, guys.
Who wins the head-to-head competition between Clean and Jason?
My pick is Clean.
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 The winner of the head-to-head competition is clean. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Today, you must tattoo traditional illustrative portraits.
Ooh. My life.
What? I love doing portraits, but what is a traditional illustrative portrait?
We're gonna find out.
Step on over here, man.
This is Portrait Day with a twist. We're asking these artists to do renderings of photographs. So the photograph and the portrait that they create have to look alike, but they have full license to use heavy lines, heavy color, deep black shading.
I think we'll be able to pull it off. Let's do it.
They can do it as they see fit, as long as they capture the look of the picture.
The biggest thing that can go wrong with doing a portrait in any style is that it doesn't look like who it's supposed to look like.
So I gotta ask, how did you get the name Creepy Jason?
That's just kind of a joke in the shop.
Yeah?
Me saying inappropriate things.
All right.
And then people would say, that's Creepy Jason. And then it stuck to, that's Creepy Jason.
The more you put in this tattoo is the more that you can be judged on, but I always like to have something in that tattoo that reflects on the relationship between the person and the portrait. They used to do a lot of fishing, so I'm throwing a fishing lure into it just as an extra element.
So you got family back in Maryland?
I do, man. Got a kid. Happens to be one of those, like, rotten teenagers.
How old are you? You don't look old enough to have a teenage kid.
Yeah, what do you think? That's like designer gray in my beard, man? I earned that shit.
You know?
I left everything that I love to be here. I left my son, I left my shop. I hope that the sacrifice that I'm making right now is gonna pay off.
Today, you had to tattoo a traditional illustrative portrait. Jason.
There's aspects of this that you do capture at least the look of the subject, but I'm not a fan of the hair. The black stripe that you put in the hair for the shading makes it look like the hair's flattened, and then he's got a big poofy back. The right side of the hair doesn't really look like hair. It looks like a shape tucked to the side. The left eye to me looks like he got punched. Only that eye has this darkness to it. I don't love this tattoo from you at all, but capturing the look, okay.
Today, you must tattoo
Here it is, guys.
a portrait.
It's about time.
Yeah.
Finally, this is my time to shine.
Of a senior citizen.
What?
Ooh.
Leatherface.
That's so much little detail.
Senior citizen portraits are difficult because you want to capture the likeness of that person, but you don't want to overdo their wrinkles because you'll make their entire face look leathery and scary.
Yeah, it's coming eventually, right? Portrait day.
Portrait of my grandfather on my left calf.
That photo's difficult.
This one by far is the hardest one to do. It's the smallest photo, and from back here, I can't even tell what's going on.
A color portrait of my grandfather on my right forearm.
Full color, extremely time consuming. In 6 hours? No way.
Color portrait of my father on my ribs.
Wait, are you serious?
Give me a break. I want a black and gray portrait of my grandfather on my left calf.
That's probably the best reference. Probably so.
It's a really red photo, so
Black and gray be better?
I think it might be.
If you do everything HD, there's no way this portrait's gonna look good. You have to know how to soften some things, capture what it is that makes that person that person.
What I'll probably do is concentrate things like in her expression.
That's fine.
Being over precise in a portrait when it comes to wrinkles and folds, for most artists, is the kiss of death.
This is a portrait of your dad, you know what I mean? So, like, I don't want to give you something bad. And I'd be more comfortable doing a black and gray portrait than a color portrait.
Okay.
Having a full color portrait in 6 hours is a lot to ask for.
I mean, I'm flexible with that.
Awesome.
I might want to move it.
We can move it, for sure, for sure.
I just gotta make sure when I blow this thing up that I don't lose a lot of detail because this is a tiny, tiny photo.
I'm beyond frustrated right now because I thought Jarrell would definitely have my back.
Such a shitty photo. Tiny. I can't even make out that that's even hair.
I can't tell where the eyes are. The hair is pretty much the same tone as most of the skin.
Just pay attention to the shapes.
I know, I've done portraits, man, but you know that it's all about the reference.
This is easily the hardest reference to work with in the room.
I think you me.
I don't understand what he did with these pics.
I mean, it's obvious what he did with these pics. He tried to help out the West.
Me? No. Look at how grainy this photo is.
Oh, bro, you have no idea. Go and check France. Go and check Jimmy. This thing is so tonal. He's got no bottom lip. It's the same, literally the same tone as his chin.
I'm sorry, guys. You know how things are gonna go. I would have played it where they got more of the color ones and hoped that they just couldn't change the shit. And so would you rather risk me giving you a color one that wanted to go on the ribs and they didn't want to change it?
I gave you guys portraits I feel like you can execute because I could execute them.
Clear photo would have been nice, Jarrell.
Because of the fact that I got to pick the best one, I really have to execute it. Because if I drop the ball and somebody that got a grenade does not, it's embarrassing.
It looks just like him.
Yeah? You can see him? That's good. The only real critique that I need.
See, look what you did.
I'm focusing on giving my canvas a tattoo that will honor that love that she has for her grandfather. I can make today more about that relationship than about whether or not Jarrell stabbed us all in the back. Don't move, don't move, don't move. You're doing super well. Don't quit now.
Oh, I'm not quitting, don't you worry. I'm not gonna quit. I am not a quitter.
Good.
Is it looking like 100 grand?
Yeah, trying to make it look like 100 grand.
I'm not a portrait artist. I've only done maybe 5 portraits in my life, so I'm just winging it.
How's it looking?
Everybody's doing good.
That's good.
To be honest, I'm worried about me.
Really? Shut the up.
I'm gonna have to finish before I want.
Everyone's been saying I'm a one-trick pony, and I wanted to prove everybody wrong.
Oh my God.
I feel like Jarrell's taken that away from me by giving me the hardest one in the room.
I'll give you a minute, okay?
Okay.
This chick will not sit still. She won't? When I get done, I'll come over there and hang out.
I'm up against so many odds that I don't know if I can make it past.
Sorry.
I'm just trying to do a good portrait, not just a finished portrait.
I appreciate it.
I'm going as easy as I possibly can on her, but I don't know if she's gonna sit through this thing.
You got 30 minutes, okay? Just please let me finish it.
Word, dude. Jimmy's canvas is all over the place. The best thing I can do to make sure that he can finish his tattoo is just talk to her. There's still strength in numbers. You got a portrait of
Oh, my granddad.
your granddad?
He's a World War II vet.
Oh, yeah? You're earning this one. You're almost done.
Finished.
I feel like I just gave birth.
I feel like I just gave birth.
Today, you had to tattoo portraits of senior citizens, and you were being tested on precision. Let's take a look at how you did. Midwest, you're up. Jarrell, you had the advantage. Let's start with you.
Overall, you execute a very nice portrait that picks up the nuances of the man. You nail the eyes, you definitely nail the nose, the gray hair, you nail. Everything's very clean and precise.
Thank you, guys.
Kelly.
I guess.
You do capture the likeness of this guy. You capture the look in his eyes. You also get the inference of all these wrinkles with the shading, but your application of the tattoo is smoother than his skin, so you kind of gloss him up. So he has this weird look about him like he's kind of melting or something.
Good job, man. Good job, done.
Thanks, man.
Jimmy, you're next.
All right.
The look of the gray shading you get in his face. For a guy that doesn't do portraits, you did good.
Good job, Jimmy.
West, you're up. Bob.
Instead of having darks and lights flow across the contours of the face, you pick out the dark spots of the tattoo and you just hit the dark spot. You create spots across the forehead, you create spots through the chin, and the area that's the mustache is literally just a few dozen spots.
It has more of a cheetah pattern than a hair pattern. Judges, time to determine who had the best tattoo of the day.
Overall, it's 100% cohesive, smooth, best vignette of the day, best shape by far.
Angel's tattoo is beautiful, captures this woman, but the hair is a different shape, and Jarrell crushed it. My vote is for Jarrell. Yeah.
So close every time.
The judges have decided the best tattoo of the day goes to Jarrell.
Thank you, guys.